How are you guys doing?
What's
Assalamu
up?
alaikum, everybody. We're back with another stream. Introduce yourself, brother.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Kareem, better known as Habibi Kareem, from Beast Games Season 1 and 2. And
Drop a one in the chat if you guys recognize him. Demonized in the show, Matrix Attack. Brother Habibi got hit with a massive Matrix Attack.
they didn't want me to be successful. They didn't want to see me succeed, bro.
They hate to see a Habibi win, bro.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, bro, we got a lot to cover in this stream. We got a lot of good news. We're going to be doing his mic is echoing. Of course. 1 second. Let me fix that before we get going.
Echo.
His mic is echoing. Let me hear it. 1 second, guys. We'll fix that.
This is better.
It's not a stream on the SunniFaz channel without tech issues. Every single stream, by the way. Every single stream. There's tech issues.
I'm whispering.
Can't hear the voice.
I'm whispering.
Wait, try talking again?
Hello.
Try talking again?
Oh, I hear it, yeah.
Is it because it's... Al, do you have any idea
Test.
why it's echoing? Are there two scenes? Hello? Al, is the mic connected to two different things? Here. Al, is the mic connected to two different things? Try talk.
Test. Test.
That
sounds
Yeah, it
good.
sounds weird. No, it does sound a bit echoey. Is better now? Yo, Al, I'm talking. Sorry, try talking to that one more time.
Test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
It's like the most unprofessional show in the world. Literally, bro. Dude, with streaming, there's...
Bro, you don't even... I tried streaming for a bit. It's a pain in the butt, bro.
Dude,
It's a pain in the butt.
it's got... His is weird. Al, I... Talk one more time, bro.
All right, guys. I hope you have been having a fantastic day. And I hope you remembered Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala today. And I hope you woke up for Fajr on time. And did not sleep in. And...
It's the mic. It sounds a little bit underwater. What is that thing? Is that the...
That's the camera. That's yours on that side. Or the light.
Okay, bismillah.
That's why. That's
Son-
why I tackle him, bro. We didn't say Bismillah.
Yeah, I know. That's what... Every single time, bro. We forget to say bismillah.
All right, we'll try again. 3, 2, 1. Bismillah. Oh, how is it now? Still echoey? Ay.
Bro, I'm sorry about this, bro.
No, it's Joe.
Chad, I'm sorry about this, guys. We're not Kaisen out here. We don't have $10 million. We don't have
Do you want me to unplug
8
it
million
and plug it
people
back in
behind the
again?
scenes. You can try that.
That's the old Arab way.
Oh, old reliable.
Yeah, old Egyptian way.
That's like the universal way. Everyone did that. There's nothing Egyptian about that.
Bro, we can't take our time. I got a flight to catch.
Yeah, I know. We're not gonna have much time at this point.
That's okay. All right, if I'm loud, it's better. But if I'm quiet, it's echoey.
Al, do you have any idea, man? Sonny, it's bouncing off of your mic. Dude, how did this not happen before?
How about this? How about I speak just quieter?
Al's checking, guys.
Can I turn this a little bit?
Yeah, bro.
I don't want to mess with it.
Al, it's not in those scenes. I checked.
Here we go. We'll try this. How about this? We'll just turn it completely away. Because this is one directional, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be just on the top.
Yeah, so how about this?
Perfect, they're saying?
All sounds good. Oh, I guess it was echoing off yours then. Test. 1, 2. Bismillah.
Is it? Don't tell me it's still echoing.
Volume is low. Still is.
Okay, so you just have to speak right into the mic.
Okay. I'll just speak quietly like this.
I'm sorry, bro. Well, I'm sorry. Yo, it's been a crazy week, man.
Beatboxing.
Behind the scenes, dealing with a bunch of stuff. Bro, it doesn't stop, man. It just doesn't stop.
All right, we'll just speak quieter like this. Sorry if it echoes later on.
Anyways.
When he's close, he's good. Okay, we'll just speak like this.
Habibi Kareem.
What's up, bro?
Welcome, bro. Thank you for coming on.
Of course, thank you for having me, bro.
It's an honor to have you here. For those of you that don't know, Habibi Kareem went viral for being on season 1 of Beast Games. You got into a little bit of a controversy.
A little bit.
So you were painted as the villain in the show, right?
That's what they say.
How did you even come across getting into Beast Games quickly? Like
It's an interesting story because I never actually applied for Beast Games.
Mm-hmm.
My brother applied and he was waitlisted. Do you want me to talk to camera or talk to you?
You can talk to me.
Okay. I'm just trying to be quiet because
No, you're good. You're good.
My brother applied and he was waitlisted, and episode 0 was in Vegas, and I live in Vegas. So he calls me up one day and he's like, I'm sitting in my barber's chair, right, like 9 a.m. He's like, hey, do you want to be on Beast Games? And I was like, yeah. He's like, okay, cool. This lady's going to call you. Click. 2 minutes later, this lady calls me. She's like, hey, your brother said you might be interested in being on Beast Games. And I was like, yeah. What am I going to do? And she's like, yeah, you got to this is what you're going to need to do. This is the location you got to be at. And can you be here in 3 hours? And I'm like, yeah, I got work, but I'll be there. And I was like, all right, what do I need? She's like, yeah, you need these shoes, these pants, all the and 3-4 days worth of clothes. So I'm going to be there for 3-4 days. She's like, yeah. Can you be there in 3 hours? When Jimmy Donaldson comes knocking, you don't say no.
So in 3 hours, you just showed up and that was it?
That was it. They didn't have my name. They didn't have any of the information. It was all, I just showed up. 3 days later, I was on my way to Canada.
Wow.
Yeah. Insane.
Yo, real quick, guys, does it sound good or it's bad? Al's messing with settings right now. Drop a 1 if it's good. Drop a 2 if it's bad. It's okay. I think we'll be able to fix it in post. We'll see. It's bad.
Able to fix it in post. And I was like, all right, what do I need? She's like, yeah, you need these shoes, these pants, all the and it definitely sounds that way, bro.
Yeah. Sounds like crap.
For sure.
Oh, yeah, bro. What a headache. Here, try just speaking directly into it.
Like this?
Literally kiss it. Yeah, literally kiss the mic. I think that's when it works. I don't know what's wrong with that, bro. Maybe, guys, we had to ship everything up to New York and then bring it all back. Al's not here. I had to set it up myself. I don't know what I'm doing.
1.5, so it's kind of good, kind of bad.
Where's the headset? We don't even have a second headset right now. Don't know where it is. But we're not doing reactions. He's got to go soon. We were supposed to stream an hour ago, but we were having other tech issues. But anyways, bro, you grew up what? A lukewarm Muslim?
Kissing the mic.
No, literally, bro.
Yeah, I'm Egyptian ethnically, and I was born and raised Muslim. Culturally, probably is the best way to do it. Best way to say it. I fasted for Ramadan a lot and celebrated their Eid and stuff like that, and heard all the normal things at the house, la ilaha illallah, and all that good stuff. But didn't really pray 5 times a day. Didn't really practice praying. Didn't really see my family practice praying a whole lot. Was educated enough about Islamic history, I would say, but not about the why. I guess is probably the best way to describe it.
Mm-hmm. So, what was that journey like? Because on the show, you got painted as Shaitan, basically, right?
Yeah. So I would say at that point, I wasn't really practicing at all.
So when you were on Beast Games, you weren't practicing?
No, not at all. Actually, this is really bad. This is, I don't know what the word is. It maybe shirk or whatever. All right, I don't know what it is. You'll tell me what the word is after. But on the show, my brother and I were like, why did we get the name Habibi? Because we just went around, what's up, Habibi? What's up? Right? We just went around and did that whole bunch. So that's how people knew us. And then we created the Habibi Squad, which was the people that ended up on my helicopter. And in order to bring them into this cult, they essentially had to take the shahada. It was really bad, bro. Thinking about this, looking back on this, that was so bad.
Wait, in Beast Games?
That's what my brother and I made people to do. We told them, hey, this is the shahada. You're actually not.
Because everyone had their own cult in Beast Games?
Essentially, like your alliance, basically. And to join our alliance, you had to You had to take the shahada.
Okay.
But we were like, hey, you're not actually like converting to Islam, reverting to Islam.
Yeah, it's
But
joking.
we did it as a joke, but it's still very, very bad. Like that's how far I was away from it, bro. It's terrible. I don't know how I have no words. I have no comments for it.
Wait, so anyways, so that stuff happened, right?
Yeah.
Like for those of you that don't know, let me see if is the scene on YouTube? I can just show them to see if people remember. For anyone that watched it. What do I look up?
The whole episode's on YouTube. Beast Games episode 3.
Episode.
Yeah, that one.
It was this one.
Yeah, and then you can.
Hopefully they don't copyright it. Let's see. I don't think he does
I
actually.
don't think
Jimmy's
Jimmy
smart
does.
about it.
Jimmy's pretty good about it.
So
yeah, it's a whole bunch of bits and pieces, but yeah.
yeah,
Jimmy-
like they cut every 5 seconds.
They cut in and out, yeah. No, keep going. I think it's right after this bit. No, oh, right there.
Okay, so what happened here again?
Okay, so essentially, before the game even started, the three of us were, my brother, Maddie, and I were changed together, and then we walk into this cube, and there's one cuff on the wall.
Uh-huh.
People are smart. You put two and two together, right? Before the game even starts, she goes and says, whatever this is, I'm not going to play the game. You guys have a better shot of winning something since there's two of you. So whatever it is, I'm not going to play a game. You guys figure it out.
So she was just like, I'm not leaving no matter what.
Yeah, like you guys figured out one of you guys got to self-eliminate for the other, basically, like strong arming us into it. And my brother and I had a conversation, like that's not how we were raised at all. Alhamdulillah. So we basically said, well, either she plays a fair game or we're all going home. Because if we couldn't figure out, if nobody picked, like you couldn't figure out who's going to change themselves and two people walk out, then everybody just went home. So it was like either she plays a game or we all go home. Essentially is what leads up to here. So then I spent the next 3-4ish hours trying to convince her to play a game. I think that's kind of the point.
So 3 hours of just trying to convince her to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to yap her, bro. Just
Okay.
yapping.
And so then what? Then you guys got cards. You played the game, and she lost.
Yeah. So we got cards. We decided on the rules of the game and everything. And we got cards. We gave them to Jimmy, and basically the lowest card loses, basically. So Jimmy shuffles them, and he hands me a card, and I take my card. He hands her the deck, and she takes the card, and then he hands my brother the deck, and he's like, "I'm not playing." And I was like, "What the heck, bro?" I just spent 3 hours convincing this girl to play a game, so we at least somewhat have a chance of moving on. And he's like, "No, I'm not playing. I wasn't a part of this conversation. Nobody asked me anything. I wasn't playing," which was true. Nobody did ask him. The conversation was all between her and I. So then we go back and forth, and I'm pissed off, and I'm cussing at this kid in Arabic. This is my younger brother, by the way. He's probably like 19 at this point, 20, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so beyond pissed off with him because, like, bro, what the heck? Jimmy leaves, and then I'm pretty sure at this point, I'm just like, bro, I give up. Like, what am I doing in my life? What is going on? I'm just gonna go to sleep. And yeah, I end up thinking about it for a bit and realized kind of what he had done is statistically speaking, he made our chances better. Because at this point, we were playing as a unit, she was playing as a unit. So you would think it's 50-50, but in reality, she had a 66% chance of moving on, and we had a 33% chance of both of us moving on.
Yeah, of course.
So basically, he made it 50-50. He bettered the odds for us. So then we draw again. Jimmy's not in the room at this point. We draw again, and after we draw the first time and Jimmy leaves, we're like, all right, cool. Like this draw is null and void. We flip it, and I have the lower card. I would have left. I would have lost. We draw again. We realize Jimmy's not in. We're like, okay, cool. Let's call Jimmy. Try to get some screen time. Be smart. And we null and void that, and I lose again. But it's null and void before we flip. Okay, so I've technically lost twice now.
Mm-hmm.
So then Jimmy comes back in. We finally draw a third set of cards, and I draw king, and she draws an ace. What card's higher?
Ace is typically the highest, no?
Ace is typically the highest, but earlier on when we were deciding the rules of the game, all I was focused on is getting her to play the game. So she was like, yeah, no one will do the ace is the lowest card. I know the ace is the highest card. I don't care at this point. I just want her to play. So I was like, whatever, do whatever you want. She draws the ace. I draw the king. Absolute insanity, bro. And you'll see at a certain point, I kind of get down. I'm like, oh my goodness. And it was just like that realization, not of just like.
So you got a king.
I got a king.
So if you played by the normal rules, you would have lost.
I would have lost either way, yeah.
And if you actually lost fairly, would you have left?
I would have cut myself. Yeah, that would have been it.
So
I would have lost. I would have been out in the game.
so then what happens? They edited it to try to make you look like the big villain, basically.
Yeah, a lot of words were used, such as manipulation and such, that paint me and my brother as terrible human beings. And then they listen. It's editing. It's for entertainment, so I understand it. But then you kind of take bits and pieces and make it look like things that are happening or that aren't happening. But it's part of entertainment. Yeah. And then people just went with it and ran with it. And at this point, I think the show, there wasn't really any good guys or bad guys. So just like we were like the first like actual character. I don't want to say actual characters because I'm not trying to diss anybody, but like memorable characters of the show. And then the internet just went wild with it and was just pissed off, and Reddit was going off. And
What was that like overnight becoming famous and being one of the most hated people?
bro, it was funny. Some of the comments on my Instagram were so funny, bro. Let me show you something. I made this is how good Maddie and I were.
That's your brother's name?
No, Madison, the girl. My brother's name is Hazem.
Okay.
Bro, my caption to this: best friends forever.
It's you and the girl?
Yeah. Do you want me to show it to the camera?
Yeah, that's funny. It's the scene that he got hate for.
Hold on. The camera, it's not focusing. I love you. Anyways, but that was like agreed upon with Maddie, that it just goes down as best friends forever. And that, you know, we were having fun with it. It was all good. But I get a call a week before this video airs and like, hey, you should probably like do a deep dive on the internet to get all your information off the internet so you don't get doxxed and stalked and address leaked from Beast Team, which
They gave you a heads up.
Yeah, thankfully they did that, and they took care of it all, like they paid for everything and everything. So alhamdulillah, they did
I've done that before, some cybersecurity stuff.
Yeah, but it didn't matter. My address still got leaked, bro.
Yeah. It's really not hard to find someone's address.
No. But if anybody has got a problem,
So
I'm
then,
here.
so then you weren't on Dean, bro. What got you on Dean? Because I remember seeing your videos pop up, and all of a sudden you were like, you had, you know, Iman. You could see it in your face, the Noor.
Yeah.
Like what switched?
Yeah. Right about this time, I had this was almost 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
Something like that. And I had a business at a volleyball club, and the volleyball club just was not doing well for a little bit, for a couple of years, and it was kind of at the point where we were gonna shut it down. And I had put everything into this volleyball club: my blood, my sweat, my tears, everything. You know, joined the military, went to college, left the military, left college, and still continued to coach volleyball. And just things weren't working out business wise, ran out of money, type of ordeal, and yeah, we just kind of shut down around this time frame. And then coming out of it, I just got caught up with the dunya that for the next like year and a half, I would like bounce between jobs and just didn't know what I was doing and just had no purpose in life and just had no direction. And it was just like, what am I doing? What am I like? What is the purpose? What is going on? So I remember one night I was at a real estate conference that low-key evangelizes people. And
To what, Christianity?
Yeah.
They only use that word, evangelize? That's a Christian word?
That's a Christian word. Yeah, I think so. That's what my Christian friends say when they try to.
So you were working at a company where they're just trying to convert you to Christianity?
Well, the company was a Christian company. They weren't trying to evangelize me, but they have conversations. They talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, but the conference specifically was an evangelizing conference because they had like prayers and stuff like that, and they had Christian speakers that would come out and give Christian sermons and stuff like that, which was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like right around Halloween, either Halloween day or Halloween night. This is of 2025, so this last year. And I was just at a point where I just had no more purpose, and I did not know what I was doing in my life. And I remember one night I was in bed, no dawah, no nothing. I was like, God, if you're real, just show me the way. Just show me something. What do I like? What's the purpose of my life, essentially? And I remember the next day, the conference is all done, and I see a whole bunch of people up on stage with their wives and their families and everything. And I can't even explain it. And I think any Muslim would understand when you just feel divine presence. You just know divine presence. And it was just the kids running around and the wives and the husbands all together. And to me, that was like, all right, you have to go and get yourself right for your family, and you have to go and build a community. That's how I understood it, of course. And you have to go and build a community for you, for you and for the people around you and what's important to you. So then I'm like, I just knew it was divine presence. And then I started looking into faith and looking for the truth and seeking the truth. And even though I was Muslim, obviously that was the first stop for me. But I looked into other faiths. I looked into the other Abrahamic faiths, and they just, they didn't make sense. And every single time I would be approached by a Christian to try to evangelize me, or I did a video with a Christian for whatever reason, or I would go to a church for the first time on a video, or whatever it is, being shown the miracles of the Bible for the first time, every single one of those times, I would come out with a lot of questions. And then upon the research of those questions, I would get drawn further and further into Islam and closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and further into my deen.
So if you thought Christianity was the truth, you would convert to Christianity?
Without a question, I am searching for the truth. Well, I found the truth.
Yeah.
But
it doesn't take too long.
No. But I am continuously searching for the truth. So if tomorrow something, astaghfirullah, but tomorrow, if something were to come out and be like, Christianity is the truth, Christianity is the truth. But I've said this to every single creator or Christian or anybody in my life that's tried to evangelize me, like, dude, if you can show me that this is the I will convert to Christianity tomorrow.
Wait, so you spent a lot of time with Christians. What are the typical, like, much more than the normal Muslim I know?
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Bro,
so like what?
Yes, I'm ethnically Egyptian, but I was pretty much born and raised in the U.S. in a Western Christian / secular world where it's all I'm seeing all around me is Jesus and the Trinity and da 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 da. And yeah, I would say I had more at that point in my life. I had more knowledge about Christianity than I did about Islam.
Wait, so were you close to converting to Christianity?
I don't think I was ever close to converting to Christianity.
Like what kind of tactics did they use to try to convert you?
I think the biggest one, which was interesting, and so I went with my homie Evan to a church for the first time, and he did a video about it. And I went to a what's the word? What's the P denomination of
Protestant? That's where they have like the concert.
Yeah. I went to a Protestant church.
It was him, right? Evan Raugust.
Yeah, the video's right there. It's got like almost 1 million views. Go into
the home
popular. Yeah, go down. It's like that one right there. It's in the middle.
Muslim goes to Christian church for the first time. This is you? Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the second video I've done. The one right below it, that was the first video that I had done with Evan, where it's Christian goes to Muslim service for the first time, went to a mosque. Bro, I did this video, and he's like, hey, you're Muslim, right? We met on Beast Games. He's like, hey, you're Muslim, right? And
he was on Beast Games too?
Yeah, he was on Beast Games.
Oh, okay.
And he lived in Vegas at that certain time. But he's like, hey, you're Muslim, right? And I was like, yeah. And he's, can you take me to a mosque for a video? And I was like, sure. Bro, the night before, I'm literally searching up how to pray and how to do wudu. Like, I'm not anywhere near on my journey at all at this point.
Wow.
But I'm like, I can't take this guy into a mosque and not pray or do wudu. You know what I mean? And it's Goma prayer. So
wait, is that an Egyptian thing? You guys say Goma?
Yeah,
like
with a hard G instead of a J. Yeah, that's an Egyptian dialect.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So like Feg, Goma.
Jihad.
Yeah. Yeah. What is it? What's another one? What's another J word?
Gahanam? Ganna?
No, I think we'll say, Ganna.
You don't say Jannah?
No, Ganna.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's just what? That's just pronunciation?
Yeah, just pronunciation. Like, but that's Egyptian casual dialect. Like if I'm speaking in like proper Arabic or on Arabic.
Giza's?
Giza. It's not Giza, it's Giza.
Really?
Oh, like Jesus? What?
No, I'm just no, it's Isa anyways.
Oh, it's Isa.
Yeah.
No, I thought you meant like the city Giza, because we have the city Giza in Egypt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but like, yeah, what we ended up doing on that video, with Christianity, from what I see, they try to associate human emotion with this being revelation from God, essentially, which is completely against what Islam says. And at a certain point, like bro, I've been to a mosque, you've been to a mosque, we've all been to a mosque, and we've all cried at a mosque before, but that doesn't make you, believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That you crying or you being emotional is not the reason. You go into it and you look into it and it's logical. At a certain point he talks about it, because the pastor was talking about something, and it was talking about something that was recent in my life that was personal and emotional, and I teared up. I cried.
That's actually part of Aqidah. That's one of the evidences for God. is that God gives everyone unique signs that like only they would know this is from God. Where they make a prayer where nobody else is around and it gets answered. But that alone isn't proof that that faith is the truth. Right. But it is one of the evidences for God. But then it's not supplementary with like, you know, the definitions of God, like omnipotent, all knowing, all hearing, all seeing.
Exactly. It's like I made now I call it dawah. I made the dawah at night. Right. And the next day I just knew. Like I just knew. And that I knew was not like I had already had that experience that I knew was not God. Like I just knew. It's like when I wasn't growing up. It wasn't like, oh my God, I wish I can go see the Kaaba. But when I did my Umrah,
you're talking about this you knew wasn't God.
Yeah, this experience right here
was different. Meet
your face.
I'm just
No, I've been to these too. For those of you guys that don't know, so like these are the Protestants, right? So Christianity was basically just Catholicism for the first like 1500 years until the Reformation with Martin Luther took out some books of the Bible, split off into Protestants. And so they sing songs where they basically only pray to Jesus the whole time. This is at least from my experience. I don't know if they really talked about the Father much. But
when I Jesus.
It's basically just singing and praying to Jesus. But yeah, sorry, what were you saying?
I lost my train of thought.
I mean, I guess like you were saying, like your experience there, you're talking about.
Yeah, it was very clear to me. Like I had an emotional experience. Don't get me wrong, but it was what the pastor was talking about. Was directly about my life. You know what I mean? Like I've been in khutbah before where the imam is talking about something and it
directly applies. Yeah,
it directly applies. And yeah, I feel emotional, but that's like coming from the words that are coming from the imam. It's different when you're in prayer or in sujood and you're by yourself at home at whatever time, you know what I mean?
You know, yeah. For me personally, my experience like that was right before I actually took my shahada. I was praying and I just couldn't stop crying for like an hour.
I've been in that situation by myself. Nobody, like, you know what I mean? Like there's no other influence. How can what's going on right now and the emotion that I'm feeling right now not be God?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like what? So you think it's just mainly emotions, huh? That they try to get you with?
That's what everything is. It's like it always goes towards emotions. It's make you feel good, and it shows in more of the faith that a lot of what they say and a lot of what they talk about is always. I'm gonna quote a certain sheikh here. It's always on vibes. Today I feel like doing this. Tomorrow I feel like doing this. It's always on vibes, and it always appeals to what you're talking about. Like there's sects of Christianity now that are like being gay is okay.
Yeah, the rainbow flags on churches and stuff.
Yeah, like that's completely against the teachings of Isa alayhi salam, even to what they are today.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
So this is a Catholic church.
So you went to Catholic church?
Yeah, this is Evan's church. That was so weird to me.
What, like the pictures and stuff?
Just the whole thing was just a weird experience to me, bro. I felt so uncomfortable.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Catholic church is much more like ritualistic. Like a lot of very graphic images. And you know, for me growing up Catholic, like when you don't have the truth to compare it to, it just is what it is.
Yeah.
Like most of these people grew up Catholic. A lot of them definitely didn't convert. It's like, it's all you know.
Yeah.
So it's not weird, right? Like they have, you know, Jesus like up on a cross right there.
Yeah.
Almost naked. Like, but I mean, what do you think, bro? Like, do you consider Christians, you know, your enemy?
I think modern day Christians are confused. Either that, or if somebody is truly seeking the truth, if somebody's truly seeking the truth with good intention, with the correct niyyah, I think you're going to find Islam no matter what.
Yeah.
But if you are not seeking the truth, if you are, because there's a lot of benefits to Christianity in today's modern world, especially if you live in a Western world.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people are just either complacent and happy where they are because that's just how they grew up and that's what's understood to them by their family. I think a lot of people are just not seekers of the truth, or they have other motives of why they do what they do and what they talk about, what they do. I mean, like, look at the prosperity church or the prosperity gospel, for example. You know what I mean? Like, that just...
Yeah, that's where people, like, they teach you the more you donate to the church, the more, you know, finances come back into your life.
And that's so...
It's very dunya focused.
That's so caught up in the dunya and not caught up in the hereafter, you know? And
yeah. And by the reason I asked that question before is because I haven't met a single Muslim that says Christians are their enemy. Like you just said,
No.
like we just look at them like it's just confusing.
Yeah. They're humans just like you and I, and you and I both at a certain point were questioning
Everything. Yeah.
everything. You know what I mean? So they're no different than you and I. It just, alhamdulillah, I see the truth. Alhamdulillah, you see the truth. Hopefully, inshallah, one day they see the truth too. So it's just like, and everybody's on their own path. You know what I mean? You can't, nobody's going to revert if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't will. And you say what you say and you open up what you want to open up and you talk about what you want to talk about. But if they're not genuinely interested, like there's no reason to continue conversation after that, and it's, some people I talk to are genuinely interested and I give them information and resources and stuff like that. But some people are like, you can just tell they're just like, they don't care. They'll ask you a question, but it's like, they have ulterior motives to asking that question, not because they genuinely want to have a conversation.
For sure.
But no, I don't hate them at all. I mean, the video says otherwise. If you watch the first 10 seconds, it's really funny actually.
This is my Muslim friend going to a Christian church for the first time.
I'm a Muslim.
Do you hate Christians?
Yeah.
We got it.
That's funny.
But yeah, apparently that was a funny bit. But yeah, no, I don't hate Christians at all. Even though a lot of them like to send me death threats and try to insult me and insult Rasulullah ﷺ and God and all the craziness that they talk about. It just, yeah. Some of them, when you ask them questions, when you genuinely ask them questions, they just can't answer your question. And you're just like, dude, just answer my question.
Yeah.
Like, to me, the truth should be easy.
Mm-hmm.
The truth is easy. Not should be. It is easy. And like, take myself out of it. Take myself out of Islam and just from a logical, individual perspective, right? From a logical perspective, there's one truth. There can't be multiple truths. There's one truth. And the truth from God should be easy. Like a 5-year-old and a 7-year-old and a 14-year-old should be able to understand it. So the fact that I still to this day, I understand it, but it just does not, the Trinity just does not make sense to me.
Well,
and that's the core of Christianity, modern day Christianity. It's the Trinity. And it just, why, like, I've asked this question multiple times. Why is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala the omnipotent, omnipresent, most forgiving, creator of the universe, add all 99 names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in, why does he have to split himself to be able to save mankind? You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't, he's all present. He's all, he's all powerful. Like, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Well, that's what they say. It's ultimately a mystery, right? Like, for example, God, my favorite way to put it is God has innate attributes, right? God's all knowing, all seeing, all hearing. So if something lacks one of those attributes, they therefore lack to be God, right? So like in the Bible, Jesus doesn't know the hour. There's an instance where there's a tree with fruit on it far away. And Jesus is like, oh, let me go check if it has fruit. If he's God,
if you're omnipotent, you just know.
There's no fruit. He just wouldn't go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's what it ultimately comes down to. And I want to do a video on this soon, talking about how, I want to do interviews where I ask Christians, do you believe Jesus is the creator?
Yeah.
Because I don't think most of them in their heart actually do believe that Jesus is God. I think most of them think he's, they just say what Christianity taught them. He's the son of God, he's this and that, but they don't necessarily believe he's God himself. And that's the fitrah. You know the fitrah, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your innate disposition, that there's only God.
That's a new word I learned yesterday, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're only
in my knowledge base, I am so young.
Yeah, you're only, 5 months into having Iman, right?
Bro, even last Ramadan, which was in March, I still was like on and off of like
Sins and whatnot.
Yeah, sins and praying and everything. And it was like, I think consistently as of late, I'm like 25, 30 days consistent praying all 5 prayers a day.
Alhamdulillah, bro.
Alhamdulillah, bro. But like, that's how small my knowledge base is. But then it's without a question. You know what I mean? Knowledge is one thing, but my faith and my Imam is without a question that Islam is the truth. Like, it just logically, it makes sense.
Yeah.
And nothing else makes sense. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah. But bro, I don't want to hold you up. It's 7:37.
Yeah.
You should probably.
I gotta get going, guys. I have a flight to catch.
Guys, I gotta pray Asr. I forgot to pray it. I'm gonna walk him out. I'll be back in like 5 minutes, guys. So I'm sorry for the headache star, bro. It happens on stream, man.
Alhamdulillah that I was here and I got to meet you, bro. Crazy story how I met you.
Emotional and angry when people push back on what I believe. Ay, Maradona da mia. Madonna da mia. Shout out Kareem for coming on. Yo, can you guys hear me all right now? Oh, what a hectic start. Got some actually really good stuff to cover, though. Some stuff I'm very excited to get into. I'm going to pull it up right now. Started with a bang. I'll actually get into some clips first. Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you fine. Thank God. Thank God. Let's see. Lower this like a tad. Been watching since the Mom Reacts days. Let's go, bro. It's been a minute, man. Keep the mama in your duas, bro. Keep the mama in your duas. That was a good film? What are you talking about? What film? Let's do a roll call. Who's in the chat? Everyone who's in here, type right now. I want to see who's in here. I remember when you reacted to Andrew Tate with your mom. Yeah, you're an OG if you remember those days. I used to drink wine and alcohol. I used to drink Bud Light Limes on stream. Come a long way since then. We have JD, Free America. Thank you, bro. You like that one? Nishat, Ami, Pro, Truth, Danish, Iman. I actually predicted your reversion before it happened. A lot of people said the same thing. They said I just seemed like sincere, which I always was. Like even when reacting to the videos, it was never about money or AdSense or nothing. For me, it was always about staying sincere. But I just never thought about like subscribing to a religion. To me, it always just seemed like such nonsense. I never really thought about, is there even a truth? Like that never crossed my mind. Sonny, what was your friend's name? He was Kareem. Go show him some love on Instagram, guys. I feel bad that it was so butchered with the mic. Yo, there's so much streaming stuff. You don't even know. There's lights 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 mics, 2 monitors, 12,000 wires. Like these streaming setups are ridiculous to set up. To do it properly. Why are you guys DMing me for money? Stop DMing me for money. So silly. You're so silly. All right, let's do some clips. And then I want to get into the first segment. CC Unit, how you doing, bro? What's up, brother? I'm Muslim YouTube also. I'll check your stuff out. DM me on Instagram. I almost got killed back home. Is your background green screen? Does it look like a green screen? Spent 8,000 hours. 8,000 hours setting this background up. Who was your best friend before Islam? How did they take your version? My best friends didn't care, honestly. They did not care at all. Almost like a green screen? Well, it's not. All right, let's see some clips. Time to clip farm. All right, so this is at like what? Some weird conference? Bro shaking, meeting her. Ay, bro. What am I even looking at right now? That shit is not cute. I saw the comments on this before. A lot of them are like, oh my God, she's so nice. That's so nice of her to do that for the guy. And then those same girls that say that will watch Obsession and get the ick from Bear. This dude is the same exact kind of guy as Bear from Obsession, bro. And for her, it's so stupid for these girls to meet with guys that are this desperate like this and then show them this kind of attention. Because what's going to happen is more guys like him are going to see this. And next time she does a meet and greet, it's going to be surrounded by these types of dudes. And a lot of them are creepy and will probably do something weird and physical with her. I never got into anime, bro. I don't get it, honestly. It just attracts a lot of these weird kind of people. Ay, bro. Did any of you guys really watch anime? Oh my gosh, bro. Did any of you guys see this? Kevin O'Leary glazing this watch. For those of you that don't know, Kevin O'Leary is one of the hosts on Shark Tank. His net worth is, let's see. Kevin O'Leary net worth. He's estimated around $400 million. Let's see what he has to say here.
It is the grail piece of all watches. It is the white gold, ruby and diamond Daytona. Grown men weep just looking at pictures of this mystical beast.
What? He just said grown men weep?
Does it exist? And I got on my knees and begged for it.
What?
Begged. I said, could you consider just after all our relationship time together, and I've been a great steward for the brand. I've never sold a Rolex. I've talked about the importance of the brand. Isn't this the moment to consider if the mystical beast exists, that I would have it on my wrist?
And doesn't he sound like the villain in a movie?
And then back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. The morning here in LA before the Oscars, the phone rings.
The greedy guy that owns like the building the orphanage is in, and then he increases their rent, and when they can't pay it, he kicks them out. It's exactly what he sounds like.
The morning here in LA before the Oscars, the phone rings. They gave me an address and they said, be there. And there it was. We opened the box. The entire Rolex staff had never seen it. All the dealers from around LA came to see it. And for an hour, we looked at it. We didn't touch it. We just looked at it and said, like,
it's real.
It's real.
Did you cry?
Yo! Yo, Beck was the one that made fun of looks, not me. But like, bro.
Did you cry?
I did. And I wore it.
Seriously.
I was weeping. It was mine. I own it. I have that piece. Do you know how many people have that piece? Maybe nobody. Like, it's not known. That watch, maybe it would trade if it traded for $1.8 million.
Did he just say he
have that piece? It was mine. I own it.
Seriously.
I was weeping. It was mine.
Could you imagine weeping over a watch? You know, earlier today, I actually had a really unique life experience. I was filming a video with Kareem earlier. So we went to the masjid to pray Dhuhr, right? And after Dhuhr, there was a funeral prayer. That's where everyone stands and we go like this. And the imam was saying, yo, this guy doesn't really have family. So if anyone wants to come, please come. It's about 30 minutes away. We'd love to have you there. And I was like, you know what? This is my sign. I've never been to a Muslim burial. I need to see what this is like. And honestly, it's a good reminder for me where I'm at in life right now. Could really use that. And you don't take any of it. I know it's such a simple realization, but any of this stuff that we're stressing about or any of these materialistic things that we're desiring, we don't take a single one of these things with us to the afterlife. The only thing is our deeds. Even right after the funeral happens and you're laid into the ground and mountains of dirt are poured on you, the car that you bought, family drives it away, all your loved ones leave, they're hungry, they got to go get a meal, and that's it. Khalas. All you have is your deeds. I feel like I've become more liberal with this, 100 millionaire kind of guys, billionaire dudes, but when you see how much they love materialistic things with no thought of the afterlife, really makes you think, like, do you get there without compromising your morals? I don't think so, bro. Mad cringy, bro. Mad cringy. It's a grown man crying over a watch.
Problem.
What is that? Clavicular's new app.
Rate.
Yeah, I'm not watching that. Oh, yeah, bro. So I have a cool segment that I wanted to get into, you guys. Let me pull up the context. This is a good one.
Hey. Down with.
And there's a few different points I want to cover with this, all right? All right. In this video, Sunny the Goat. Thank you, bro. You think I'm Les? All right. So, for those of you guys that haven't seen, right? Every single streamer that comes into the mainstream and doesn't have morals, they either take a gambling or OF deal, where in these industries, you get paid about 20 times more than the average rate you would get for a sponsorship based on your viewers, right? So before I get into just exactly why you never take the haram money, no matter what it is, if you're a content creator or even in your personal life on a smaller scale, regardless of what you're going through, I just need you to see this for a second.
I would say maybe like 400 or something like that.
That's how much money he spends a month. $400,000.
It's $400,000 a month.
Well, when you account for staff,
Yeah, probably around there.
payroll,
Does that include gambling losses?
Staff and payroll, buddy, it's not even close to $400,000. I can promise you, wallahi, his staff isn't even close to $400,000.
No.
How are you spending $400,000 a month? What is this penthouse?
This one is 20 a month.
And your other one?
35.
plus 7 people, plus probably paying for those people's food, plus security, plus all the other stuff. for
Where's
making good
most
content.
of it going?
Salaries, travel is a big one. Traveling's...
You travel well, you fly first class and everything?
Yeah. Well, not everyone, but like sometimes. I flew economy on the way over to Paris, but like I'll fly economy as much as I can. But it's more so just about like, you know, the Airbnbs, and then every single time you want to go somewhere, Ubers, it just all adds up. You know what I mean?
$400,000 a month that he spends, right? Aiden Ross, same exact thing happens to him. Look what he says after he took the gambling deal. So, just so you understand, these guys, they get paid. Let me just show you, bro. Just so you can see how stupid and soul selling this is, right? I don't even know if they keep their streams up just because it's so embarrassing. Where are the VODs? Gamba. So this is what they do to make enough money to fund $400,000 a month. This is what they do. He sits here like this, and he literally spins fruits for hours. This is 95% of his income right here, doing this, exactly. Right? So, the main reason, number one, of why you should never take the haram money is because what it does, and what we see happening with Clavicular right here, is it hyperinflates your expectations on building a standard to maintain. What do I mean by that? Meaning, I'm just thinking of how to put this best. Going forward, now Clavicular, energetically, because money is more so like an energy than just dollars. It really does come down to an energetic thing, right? And a lot of people, you'll see the relationship that they have with money, they could be making $20,000, $30,000 a month, and it seems like every single at the end of the month, they're living paycheck to paycheck. And then somewhere in Bangladesh, you'll see a family that's making $500 a month. They're feeding 8 people and they're living comfortably and they're happy together. So what's happening with _Q_LAV is now he's hooked on the haram money for the rest of his life. That's it. Spending $400,000 a month, not only is it going to become basically impossible to go back to a modest way of life where he can spend even $20,000 a month, $30,000 a month with going about his operations, he is finished, bro. He is absolutely finished. Because now, God forbid, if what happens to him, if he ever has a bad month in business, for the rest of his life, bro, he's going to be chasing the haram money because it is the easiest way to get some income. And I can attest to this firsthand. I didn't necessarily make haram money, but my first 7 figures that I made when I was 18 years old was in the crypto space. And for those of you that don't know, bro, 2021, if you were in marketing in crypto, buying NFTs, selling NFTs, whatever it was really, really easy to make money if you just got your feet wet in the industry. I remember there was a time running my business back then where if we needed 10, 20K in expenses, I could literally just go through Instagram DMs for a couple hours and make that money no problem. It absolutely destroyed the way I looked at money. And that wasn't even on a haram basis. That was just me being lucky, and it was easy to make money back then. And I was naive thinking it was going to last forever. That's why I ended up losing all that money. I went through the same exact thing. So him spending $400,000 a month, the odds that he is going to be able to come back down from that and make an honest living is just very unlikely. So my point is, you taking the haram money, it's not just one deal. It's not just one extra little bag. It is destroying your perception on how easy it is to make money, and it is hyperinflating your lifestyle. So it's going to be harder to get used to come back down to reality. And then there's the aspect that, bro, I'll show you this Adin Ross clip. There's no barakah in it, meaning there's no blessings in the money in itself. That's like the example that I gave earlier, where that $1 that someone makes in a different country, regardless of inflation, it could even be in America, a family that makes their money the right way, it's like that money goes so much farther. It does so much more compared to someone who makes money in an evil way, especially capitalizing off of people's vices. You want a prime example of this? Look at Adin Ross. He makes probably $20 to $30 million a year from gambling.
Hey, like, I understand. Life is so fucking mid, but I have to do drugs if I'm not streaming.
$20 to $30 million a year. Listen to what he just said.
Hey, like, I understand. Life is so fucking mid, but I have to do drugs if I'm not streaming. So trust me, I get it where you guys are coming from. All right?
Life is so mid. He has to do drugs to get by with his life. How crazy is that? What other proof do you want to know that chasing worldly gains past just like stability and freedom to be able to go where you want and spend your time where you want? Because that's the nicest part about money. Past that, what are you chasing, bro? What are you chasing? I drive a Mustang GT 2026. I pay about $750, $800 a month for this car. It's nicer, but it's not like a crazy supercar. Dude, I have zero urge to make 10 times more money for a supercar. I'm telling you right now, I could care less.
I get it, bro. And by drugs, it doesn't mean lean, it means weed. Okay? I'm not 4K admitting it, but come on, bro, fuck. Like, guys, listen. Can I genuinely tell you my real problems I haven't? Like, no, I can't. I can't. You know why? Because my problems to you guys are gonna be like, oh, Aiden, you're a little bitch. Like, I can't tell you my genuine problems I have. I can't. I wish I could, but it's gonna just domino effect something. And they're gonna know what really, really makes me sad.
And I don't even deny that he has problems. He probably does have problems. He has, I'm assuming, family members that are trying to leech off of him. It wouldn't surprise me. Like, everyone has problems, and they say more money, more problems. It's not wrong. But especially with the evil money, problems come in ways that you couldn't even imagine. I'm telling you that right now. And it can all go away in a blink of an eye. The other aspect of why you should never take the evil money is because coming back to reality, to then have to work an honest job or, start a real business like an agency or something service-based where you're actually putting real things out into society, now you have to work 10 times harder to make a fraction of the money. So then what happens, right? These people get hooked. Their lifestyle is inflated. They don't want to come back down and work for real money. So what happens? And this is very common with the OF creators, is they revert back to making money in a haram way. We've seen this countless times, bro. Countless times where OF creators, I'm freed, I'm saved, I don't do OF anymore. And the second they can't afford that payment on their Porsche anymore, the second the mortgage is getting a little bit tight, it is right back to OF because you already opened that door. Never, I'm telling you, never open the door. It's not just one gambling deal. It creates problems so much bigger down the line. Whatever little problems that you're facing in the moment financially, whether you have rent coming up, whether you have a meher to pay, whatever it is, I can promise you it's a fraction of the problem that you're going to create by making money in an evil way. It's like you're pushing a snowball down a hill into your home. It's a little snowball. It's this big. But by the time it hits your house, where you're going to have to face it, it's going to blow everything up. Literally, bruv. Look at this. This is one of the other biggest streamers. $20 million. Look at this.
Yeah, literally just like
This is how he makes his money.
Right? It's not going to do it, though. There's no way.
Oh, he's spinning it.
I know we're fucked.
Oh, he's spinning it.
We have 3. Wait! That's a good lineup. At
Oh.
least we got a decent lineup, right? That's got to be a decent hit, right? For one line. Yeah, that's 6 mil! Oh my god.
$6 million.
Another one now?
Pause.
One more, it's over. One more, it's max. Oh. One more! Wait, we got it! Wait! Oh my god, we got 3 spins! Buddha?
Wait a minute.
Wait a second, wait a second, wait a second! Wait a second! Did we just max? Did we just max? Is that max? Is that max? Is that max? Tell me that's max! Tell me we just max! We just max! We just max! Buddha! Where is Buddha? Buddha! Oh my...
$20 million he just made doing this. Now, on top of his gambling deal. So he's already getting paid millions of dollars a month just to do this. On top of that, he just made $20 million. So how is he making this money, right? Is it an honest living? Is he offering a service to people and getting paid in return because he's either saving them time or making that business owner money, which is how business transactions typically work? You know, if you go to a restaurant, you're paying for food. You're paying so that you don't have to cook. If you're paying someone for an agency, it's for a service that you don't know how to do. It's saving you time to learn that. It's making you more money on your business. This is how business typically works. So then how is he making it, right? Off of other people's vices. Off of other people's vices. And so what do the most evil people in the world do? Like Miriam, what's her name? Oh my God. Miriam Adelson. What's that girl's name? Miriam Adelson. This is a prime example. This lady, she's trying to push for Trump to have a 3rd term in the White House. She makes hundreds of millions of dollars a year off of casinos. So she makes evil money and then uses that to influence politics in an evil way. Right? So dunya-wise, these people are screwing everyone over nonstop so they can put extra bread in their pocket, which they don't need. They already have plenty of food, plenty of everything. And that doesn't even get into the afterlife aspect of things, which is fascinating because God doesn't even punish most people. Well, he actually does, but a lot of them don't even get punished in this life. They're facing that in the afterlife, which is even scarier, bro. Way scarier. I would much rather face it in this life if I ever do anything wrong. So my last points with this is whenever a content creator or business owner strives from God's path, it ultimately leads to their demise every single time. Every single time. We've seen that with Nelk. They were on top of the world a few years ago. They were the #1 influencers for young men. We've seen that with Steve Will Do It. Drug addict, OF girlfriend now. We've seen that with Andrew Tate. Nobody cares. He has one person standing outside of his jail cell now. He went from the most famous man in the world to nobody cares anymore. FaZe Jarvis. Rug. So many people, when life gets a little bit hard, they cheat. And then look at someone, I mean, you could look at myself. You could look at a 𝐒𝐨𝐬𝐴. I've personally had 0 money to my name, bro. Last year I went broke. Happens in a business where my expenses get high. I'm paying out employees. I have to sacrifice my own salary for a couple months, literally eating eggs and stuff until the paycheck comes in. Bro, I've been blessed so much more by not taking that money than had I just not stuck it through, just rode the sails a little bit. Look at someone like 𝐒𝐨𝐳, how much he goes through every single day getting attacked. Non-stop at war. What has he gotten? He's gotten collabs with Kanye. He got unbanned on YouTube. He's still one of the biggest streamers in the world without doing a bunch of haram stuff. Do you guys see my point here? And what is this life ultimately? Why are we here? Are we here to get more Rolex watches like Kevin O'Leary? Crying? Let me show you this video. Oh, did I delete it? Editor, just pop it up. Literally crying over a watch. No, we're here because this life is a test. And it's nothing but a test. It's a blink of an eye, as God says in the Quran. Literally a blink of an eye. And I'm only 22 years old and I can feel that. It feels like yesterday I was 7 years old, living in Boston with my mom, making meatballs, playing new Super Mario Bros. When it came out. Literally feels like yesterday. Let alone some of you guys that are even older than me. I can only imagine. This life is a test. We're tested with health. We're tested with wealth, loss of life, and more. Wealth is one of the ones that most people fall for, bro. Dude, it's so temporary. I promise you. I've been broke so many times. It's laughable. It's literally laughable. How many times I've had to pay $20K in staff in 2 days. I don't know how I'm going to make the money. $10K in a day, rent coming up. So many different times this has happened in my life, and it always works out. It's almost a blessing, bro. Well, it is a blessing to go through that because then you can really see that you're not the one providing for yourself. It's not the gambling money that provides for you. It's your creator, your Rab. The one that nurtured you from birth, bro. The one that literally grew you. You put steak and food and Pop-Tarts into your body and you grew from that. How crazy to think about, bro. And my last point is remember, whatever you're going through right now, whatever you give up for the sake of God, He will reward you with something greater. Whether it's an offer that you're being offered right now, or it's something in your life that you know that you need to give up, bro, trust me, let it go, and something better will come. And it's usually even quicker than you think. Maybe it's a few months, maybe it's a couple years, but it's usually sooner than you think. Have patience. This life is waves, bro. Trust me. Even if you're like, it literally is waves. It's a couple weeks of everything going good, a couple weeks of everything going bad, a couple weeks of everything going good, a couple weeks of everything going bad. Don't try to cheat it when you're in that temporary phase of everything going bad. Ride the wave because the evil money, trying to cheat other people is not your way out. You're just going to create a bigger hole for yourself in the future. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm trying to, we're all going through it here, man. Times are tough. So stay positive. Whatever you give up for the sake of God will reward you with something greater. And that's it for me in this one. Peace. 𝐒𝐨𝐳 having a break for a couple days. Beautiful. That's great. Yeah. What do you guys think of that segment? Did you guys like that? Was it a good rant? W rant? No, I'm not ending, bro. You guys know I film YouTube segments. W segment. Emotional. Good. W rant. I've been so busy with personal life stuff, bro. It's hard to stay in the loop with everything going on. It's just like, it's every day. It's so much slop. I've been saying this for months, but it really doesn't end. Who killed who? Was it Tyler Robinson, a microphone, 𝐒𝐨𝐳, Nick Fuentes, everyone beefing with each other? Like, can we just come together and say, it's the Yahoo? Can we just do that, please? Is it so hard? It's the big 2026 and we still hate Muslims? $2026. You guys gotta lock in. Gotta lock in. You guys like the segment? Thank you. Thank you. We got a few more to get into. I mean, look at Nick. Nick is another, I forgot to mention Nick, bro. Another prime example of someone selling out and losing their entire empire. Bro, when Charlie Kirk got shot, Nick was number one. He was number one. Everyone watched him to see what he has to say as if he was the president. Nobody cares anymore. Maybe he pops up on some normie's Instagram reels once in a while. Dude, nobody cares. And then, dude, even with him, I'll cover this real quick. I don't want to talk about this Nico Nick stuff too much because it just gets annoying.
So telling. So let's see.
I want to see him reject the debate.
Telling.
Andrew Wilson.
So Sneeko called out Nick Fuentes to a debate, and this is Nick's response.
Did you watch the Andrew Wilson versus Stu Peters debate moderated by Sneeko? Also, how do you feel about Sneeko challenging you to an in-person debate moderated by Myron?
I think it's hilarious. I think it's hilarious that he's begging for a debate. Isn't it so funny? The entire beef is because Sneeko would not collaborate with me when I asked him to. When we were friends, he wouldn't do that for me, even as a favor.
When he was beefing absolutely everybody in the space. When Sneeko was, bro, when we were in London, I was warning Sneeko straight up that this Nick relationship is a ticking time bomb. We were sitting at a table, me, Muhammad Hijab, Ali Dawa, Aki Ayman, some of the biggest figures in the space, and Sneeko was defending Nick to them. Sneeko doesn't want to do one collab, and all the emotions that Nick had about Sneeko bottled up inside came pouring out like a Coke that was shaken up.
I was under attack by everybody under false pretenses, even asking him for a favor, saying, listen, man,
Yo, bro, I need a favor.
I just need some help right now. Can you do this collab with me? As a friend, as a favor, he refused to do it.
Keep in mind, when Andrew Tate doxed Sneeko's family, none of them came to Sneeko's defense. Like, it's just the influencer world is so fake, bro. It's so fake.
Wouldn't do it. Now he wants to do the debate. And what changed? Might it have something to do with the fact that I just got 4.5 million fucking views on my interview with Hunter Biden? Now he wants to do a debate?
Brother, anyone could have interviewed Hunter Biden and it would go viral. He barely speaks in public. This is the first time I've ever seen Hunter Biden speak in long form. I can guarantee you that's why the majority of people watch that. The reason he wants to debate you is because you don't stop talking about him every single day. Every single day, I see 10 clips on my feed. I'm sick of it, bro. As a consumer that looks at X, I'm sick of seeing the beef. Can you guys get together in person and talk it out? Don't even be friends. Write a list of all the points you've been saying and go through them one by one and then ban each other's names from the super chats because I'm sick of seeing it, bro.
Isn't that so telling? So let's see. Now that I've done the biggest collab of the year, now he's begging me for the debate. See, when we were
It didn't
friends,
help your clout, dude. Like, you've already been with Tucker and a bunch of other big people. Candace, like, you think because of Hunter Biden? What a ridiculous point.
when we were best buddies and I was in your city and I'm asking you for a favor, you
Best
don't want to
buddies,
do
right?
that. We could have done that debate in New York back then. We could have done it back then. We were having the same conversation. We were having the same argument back then. Wouldn't do it for me as a buddy. Wouldn't do it for me as a favor.
Yo, by the way, Jelly, thank you for the 60.
The top VIP of the Goyim.
Wrong button. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Love you for the sake of Allah. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
For a friend. Now that we're enemies, and I've done another generational run level interview, literally view mogging the vice president, 4.5 million views. Oh, now he's begging me for the collab. Now he's literally begging me. I could say, Sneeko, drop to your knees. He dropped to his knees and begged me for the collab. Go ahead, beg me for the collab. I view mog you. You get no views. For you, 5,000
This is why
views.
I hate influencers. I hate influencers for the most part. Who gets more views? It's just the gayest thing I've ever heard in my life, especially when 99% of content creators are botting their views to seem more important than they are. I have 244 people watching this right now. I don't care how many live viewers it says. With how fast my chat is moving, I could bot to 10,000 and it would be just as fast as most of these Twitch streamers. But I don't do that. And it's crazy because everyone knows these streamers are botting, but it still tricks them. They still get the big collabs. They still go on stream with celebrities. People still look up to you on the clout totem pole knowing you're botting because they know that other people are somehow falling for it. But no one's falling for it. Everyone knows. It's so weird. It's just such a weird time of the internet.
This is a big day. For you, 5,000 botted viewers on Kick is a big day. You are not.
It's literally like transgenders, honestly. It's like sleeping with transgenders. That's like the state of the streaming space right now, where you take the ugliest person you can find from the hood, and then you cover his face in makeup, and then you start posting thirst traps online of him, and you know it's a dude, but you're still simping. That's the state of the streamers right now.
Worth it to me. You are nothing. Drop to your knees and beg. Maybe I'll consider it. Crazy, crazy. You do an interview.
That's so
that gets
crazy
5
for a
million
man to
views.
say. That's like 5'5". Couldn't even kick a. When I met him, he couldn't even kick a soccer ball. I'm telling you, when I met him, he couldn't kick a soccer ball, bro. We were walking on the street. I was bouncing the soccer ball, and it went in front of Nick's feet because it hit like a corner of the curb. I was like, "Hey, can you pass that?" Bro, it looked like spaghetti legs. Like he lost control of them. It was like the most awkward, weird thing I've ever seen in my life.
Then we'll talk. Access to Nick Fuentes is not a human right. You treat me wrong, you lose your access. I am the nucleus. I am the protagonist. You treat me like that, you lose access. That's the way it works. That's not your consolation prize. You think you stab me in the back, you talk shit about me, you throw me under the bus. Your consolation prize is I give you a debate. I give you an opportunity to speak to the GOAT. I give you an audience with the GOAT. You think that's your consolation prize? It doesn't work like that. I don't think so, my friend. I don't think so.
He's such a clown. I mean, he talks about him every single day on stream nonstop. He sells merch that says Grape Sneeko. And when Sneeko says, I want to have a conversation with you, sit down, let's hash it out like men instead of going back and forth in clips. We're all sick of it. Everyone is sick of it. I hate seeing this beef on my feed nonstop. It's actually starting to piss me off. Ay, bro. And you know what? That'll lead us into our next segment. Why Christianity is dying in 2026. Let's get right into it, right? This is Sam Frank, Neon's ex-girlfriend who used to do OnlyFans, at church streaming. So, I'm going to be fully honest here, right? In this video, I'm going to break down fully why Christianity is collapsing in America and also why some people are going to it. So what's a commonality that you always see at Protestant churches whenever these people post videos? This is church. Yes, chat. This is church. This is called a Protestant church where they pray and sing to Jesus. What's on his armor here? What's on her armor here? What's on most of their arms and bodies and backs and butts? Tattoos. Now, what do tattoos symbolize, whether you're on a man or a woman? Life experience. This is why when men have tattoos in the dating marketplace, women are typically attracted to it because it shows a man has been through some things. And then on the other hand, when a woman has tattoos, men are unattracted to it because it shows that she has experience and she has trauma. So what happens with a lot of these people is they go through some traumatic stuff in their life. They were typically born Christian. They realize that dunya isn't going to fill the hole in their heart for the most part. And so what did they revert back to? what they were grown up following. They don't sincerely look for truth, ask questions to different faiths. They just go to what makes them feel best in the branch of their faith, Christianity. So obviously, what feels best? A concert. Who doesn't love a concert? It's always a good time. I mean, it's just ridiculous, bro. It's absolutely ridiculous. For the first 1,500 years after Jesus, it was mainly the Catholic Church. Yeah, it split off, what was it, 500 years after, into the Orthodox too. But it was mainly the Catholic Church. And then it became Protestants, which is where all of this stuff comes from. The Baptists, all of them. But this is how powerful music is too. It really, like, it gives them so much emotion that it tricks them into thinking this is the truth. It overrides logic. That's why this is, by the way, that's why also this is more popular than Catholicism nowadays, for example. So by number, there are more Catholics in the world, but going to church, I'd bet my life that there's more Protestants because it's more fun. Catholic church is one of the most boring things that you could ever go to. It's a lot of, it's very just ritualistic and it's very gory, right? So let me show you this. Beware, honestly, like looking at this, be careful. It's graphic. This is a statue of Jesus. I've seen plenty of things like this in church. So this is the Christian God, the second person of the Trinity, as they say, Jesus on a cross, statue, all bloody. There's stuff like this all over Catholic churches. All over the place. And they say we insult Jesus. I mean, that's just hilarious. To say that we insult Jesus when they depict him like this, one, he wasn't white. And two, even if he died like this, bro, even if he died like this, why make a gory statue out of it like that? I'm going to come back to the main point, but like, you guys, even if you're a Christian, right? Let me just dismantle the argument of Jesus' sacrifice real quick, right? So the argument is that we're doomed for hell by God, right? So God's the one sending us to hell. Imagine hell is like a bullet and God's the one firing that bullet. So what God does, instead of just not firing the bullet, right? Instead of just not sending you to hell, God goes, you know what? Instead, I'm going to become a human. I'm going to become a human. And instead of just not shooting the bullet, I'm going to go like this and shoot myself. Let me give you one more example. If you do something wrong to somebody and you're asking for their forgiveness, can they just forgive you? If you take $1 from somebody, if you step on their foot and yo, bro, I'm sorry. Can they just forgive you? Okay, why do they not kill your son to forgive you? That is the exact analogy with the sacrifice of Jesus. So the reason I'm saying that is because people's first objection to me bringing this up is they're going to say, well, this is the most beautiful sacrifice of all time. But it's a human sacrifice where instead of God just not sending you to hell, he kills himself, right? And then even in Catholic doctrine, you still have to repent. So all of these other faiths are really just Islam with more steps added to it. Because in Catholicism, the main core of Christianity, where all the other branches come off of, you are saved by Jesus, and then you still have to repent. Islam just removes the human sacrifice and says when you sin, you keep it to yourself and you repent to God alone. So what happens, back to the point of the video, what happens is people see this stuff in Catholic Church and boring rituals that will never make any sense to them. They don't remember any of it. They're just going because their parents told them to. Praying to saints, praying to Mary. I could go on and on about the Catholic Church, right? Priests touching kids. So many things that just drive people away. So they see this, they go to hedonism, start sleeping with a bunch of girls, they go to college, the girls are getting tattoos, they're getting a bunch of life experience with their legs up in first class. And then what happens? When they want to come back, they go to Protestantism. Now to the Muslims, the fact that it's not easier for people to find the truth is on us. It is on us. And I'm doing my best to try to help people find the truth. I'm doing everything that I can in my power. I'm losing my brain half the time when I'm not streaming. I'm just going insane, reacting to this stuff nonstop, literally going crazy. Most Muslims keep the truth to themselves because they're scared. They're scared of openly talking about how they're Muslim. They're scared to talk about religion. Don't talk about religion and politics. Bro, you're friends with him. You got boys. Bring it up once in a while. Ask a question, bro. What's wrong with you? What, like, seriously though, what are you afraid of? What's the worst case that happens? You die telling someone about the truth. That's instant heaven. Instant heaven. We're using our heads here. And then what happens with the white supremacists in this country? Now, I also, let me defend the Muslims a little bit. The media obviously wants to paint all Muslims as the boogeyman and the problem in America, and especially with a lot of the Christian nationalist white supremacist guys. Islam is the end of the world, according to Alex Jones, according now to Nick Fuentes, even though he was glazing Islam for a long time. A lot of other big Zionists, PBD. Bro, I don't even need to go on with their names. You know what I'm talking about. They like to talk about Islam all day. Meanwhile, this is what is happening with their Christian daughters, with their Christian boys. Where did Clavicular go to high school again? Let me just double check. Clavicular High School. Sacred Heart. Huh? What is Sacred Heart? What is Sacred Heart? The Sacred Heart is a Christian symbol. Oh my God. A private Catholic university in Fairfield, Connecticut. Seton Hall Preparatory School. Seton Hall is the oldest Catholic college preparatory school in New Jersey. So I would, bet my life, it's haram to bet, I would bet my life that nearly every single one of these girls that Clavicular is bringing on stream were baptized as kids. I'm not saying they're practicing Christians. I'm not even going to stoop down to your guys' levels. I'll admit, they were probably just baptized. It makes no sense to them. Nobody really cares about the faith. So they just go into hedonism because they have a hole in their heart that they want to fill. That's why they're doing this. They want clout. Look at these dumb bro. He has new girls on stream every single day. The dumbest girls I've ever seen in my entire life. And he got more and more of them. It's not Muslim girls. It's not. When people are complaining about American girls are trash, there's no virgins anymore. There's no, who? Is it the Hindus? Is it the Muslims? Who? I'm sick of the kuffar, bro. I'm sick of it. I'm with Sneeko on this. There's no Islamophobia. I'm banning that word in my chat. I'm banning that word in my comments. I'm sick of hearing it. I'm done. They're kuffar, bro. Straight goombas. They're goofballs. That's what we're going to start calling them. The kuffar goombas. Now, what are the white supremacists and the big Zionists and the big Christian speakers, what do they have to say when they go up on stage? No, they just want to talk about Islam all day. Are they ever going to talk about this? Are they ever going to talk about this garbage? Are they ever going to talk about Plaque Boy Max being gay for clout, wearing crosses on his chest, tattoos on his chest of a cross? They're never going to talk about the skeletons in their own closet. And what did Jesus say in the Bible? What did he say? The kingdom of heaven is within. What does God say in the Quran? He will not change a condition of a people until they what? Change what's within themselves. Throughout Scripture, God allowed it to be preserved, even in the corrupted Scriptures, that the key is to look internally, to look at ourselves as individuals, as partners in a relationship, and as a community. As a community, what are most of the issues, right? We need to spend more time with the youth. The youth are just losing their minds nowadays. Christian, Muslim, bro, the Muslim kids that the youth have, they have no discipline at all. Screaming during Jummah, screaming during the Khutbah. In relationships, how to actually show affection to each other, how to communicate, not just talk about nonsense all day. As individuals, how to confront problems, how to understand why we are the way I are, why we are the way we are. Have you ever even thought for a second why you like watching at movies at night, why you like physical touch, like massages? I did this analyzation. I know my love language is physical touch because as a kid, that's how my family showed affection to me. I know why I like watching movies at night because it's one of the ways I bonded with my mom. Nobody thinks about why they are the way they are. No one looks internally anymore. And it's really not that hard. You just have to be willing to get a little bit uncomfortable with yourself. So anyways, the simple answer to this is people know that dunya isn't everything. We all have fitra. Fitra meaning our innate disposition inside of our hearts. We know God is real. Anyone denying it is in denial with themselves. Creation doesn't come out of nothing. Something doesn't come from nothing. There has to be an outside force that created everything. We know that women or men and drugs and money is never going to fill that hole. You don't even need to experience it yourself. You can look at others and see it. I just did a segment about Aiden Ross making $25 million a year, can't go through his day without getting high. He needs to smoke weed. The wise do not learn from their own mistakes. They learn from others. Be wise, bro. Be truly wise. I'm telling you, man, look for truth. Whatever issues and obstacles are in your way, you have your creator on your side if you're being sincere. You can overcome it and get through it. And he'll replace whatever issues you have with something better. Whatever haram income or things you have in your life right now, give it up. He'll reward you with something greater. I know it's hard to leave a certain faith or something. It's culturally, your family eats a bunch of pork. They drink a lot. It's not easy, bro. But you got it. And it's not just you that's got it, but your creator, the one who made you, grew you, has your back. Your front and your sides. So this is just a clown show, bro. I mean, we'll wrap this up with just seeing what she had to say because she went viral for this. I mean, I saw this clip like 5 seconds after it was posted. And I just was like, what am I watching, bro? I knew instantly this was going to go viral. It's her favorite Jesus song. So, like, most people know this isn't the truth. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous.
So light in my entire life. I've never felt so free. He goes, it feels like I could fly. He goes, I don't understand the feeling I have. He goes, is this Jesus? And I was, yes, this is Jesus. Do you want to accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior? He goes, yeah, I do.
Why can't you accept the Father as your Lord and Savior like Jesus did? He literally taught us the Our Father prayer to pray to God, not to himself. Like, it's just... So this is her response. Let's see it.
I go on Twitter this morning and I just see every time I refresh, it's me and this even Fearbuck posted, and I was just 3.4 million views and 23,000 likes on a post is just so crazy when it comes to most people trying to hate what God is trying to use for good. And I just sit there and I'm just Lord, have your way with these people. I go on.
It's just so ridiculous. What do you want me to say? It's so stupid on all levels. Keep crying about the Muslims, guys. It's going great. Because when Armageddon hits and we're all starving and we don't have water and we don't have electricity and the Muslims and Christians run onto the sidewalk and they look to the left and the right, we're going to be staring at each other. Oh, the Christians are going, oh, it wasn't you guys. Oh, snap. Oh, well, anyways, we're dead now. So silly, man. And then even the concept of Christians where they're well, we're different denominations, but we share our love of Jesus. It's Muslims love Jesus too, bro. Muslims love Jesus arguably even more than you. We definitely follow his example more than you. We pray to God like Jesus prayed to God. We put our head on the ground 5 times a day like Jesus did in the Bible. We don't eat pork. Jesus didn't eat pork. Even Jesus wore a thobe in most of the drawings and depictions. Who wears thobes now? If Jesus comes down in a thobe, you guys would be making movies out of him going, Allahu Akbar. If he was born in Palestine, God forbid, not only would Yahuds shoot him, but you would have Christian evangelist Zionists supporting it. Anyways, that's why Christianity is being abandoned in the big 2026. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the smash button. Let me know what you guys think in the comments of these breakdowns. Any points I missed, drop it in the comments. I love to see. There's so many different wisdoms to take away from this stuff. So many different angles and analogies we could use. So it's crazy, man. It's a crazy time. But I'm not ending the stream, guys. I film videos live. How many times do I got to say this? I film videos live. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the smash button. That's it for me in this one. Peace. 𝐒𝐨𝐧𝐬 next segment. What did 𝐒𝐨𝐧𝐬 do today, man? What's going on with 𝐒𝐨𝐧𝐬? My Savior, grace, my dying face, my Lord. Oh, gosh. I was getting separation anxiety. I just joined. You're going to have to say it all the time? No, I know. I'm just joking. People always, like, a lot of you guys haven't maybe caught me live before. What happened to avocados from Mexico? He hired a whole opera. What is this now?
Oh! Grab it to our phones. If you guys drop this fuck-ass toad frog shit again, we're gonna have a serious problem. We're gonna keep it. Give me, just don't touch it. Don't even fucking touch. Just don't.
Dude, what am I looking at right now, bro? What am I looking at? What am I watching? What is this? You think they know what they're saying? Sorry, I just lowered it. That's pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. When are these idiots gonna learn that 𝐒𝐨𝐧𝐬 is just rage baiting them every single day? I mean, it's 5 days in a row of him making this meme. And they're playing right into it. Actual idiots. His whole goal is to normalize the word. I agree. I would rather say kafir than Islamophobe. I hate that word, bro. Now we have to think of Kafirinity? Kafirnia? We Islamophobe is now kafir. Islamophobe is in the bleachers. It's retired. It's hung up. It's got its own number. Number 6. It's gone. Now we need a word for Islamophobia. Kafirdom. I like kafirdom. Kafidun. Kufarism. How about kufarism? That's it. It's finalized. No more kafir. It's Islamophobe. And no more Islamophobia. It's kufarism, bro. If I see Islamophobe in my chat, in my comments once, you're getting banned. Indefinitely. Kufar, kufar, kufar. And guess what, meathead? You don't have to be a kufar. It's a choice. It just means disbeliever, bro. 𝐿-Kufarism. Kufar.
Republic of New York.
Telling. So let's see. Now that I've done the biggest collab of the year, now
The biggest collab of the year.
Even Hunter Biden made him look dumb. Even Hunter Biden was asking him about white culture, and Fuentes like, yeah, European Christian civilization. And then he brings up a specific playwright or something, and he ends up being a black guy. But he's like, but that's European. Dude, you're Mexican and Jewish. This whole white identity movement gets destroyed by anybody who knows basic facts about history.
For the debate. See, when we were friends, when we were best buddies and I was in your city and I'm asking you for a favor, he don't want to do that. We could have done that debate in New York back then. We could have done it back then. We were having the same conversation. We were having the same
I don't care.
argument back.
You guys, I gotta run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. We're back. Ooh, baby, I love your way. Sneeko with the 10 gifted. He's definitely just aura farming. Sneeko tends to project. When I come in his chat, he says I'm aura farming and I dip. That's exactly what he does. Comment if you're not aura farming. That's what I thought. He's aura farming. Oh, yeah, bro. We was kings and queens. Yeah. Whoever got a free membership, say thank you. All right. Let's see, bro. Let's cover this before it's old. Dude, I don't know how these guys stream for 8 hours a day. It's psychotic. All right, we're going to switch over to Kick soon, too. So make sure you guys go and follow on Kick. It's a great viewing experience. All right, let's watch this. All right, for those of you that didn't see, JD Vance recently went on the Joe Rogan podcast and was criticizing the Chosen's. So let's see what he's got to say.
And again, with limitations. Like when the Iranians hit ships, the president has been willing to knock the hell out of the Iranians in response. This is not just a negotiation. It's negotiation, it's military, it's all these things. But I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that there have been people within the Israeli government who are trying to like actually shift us away from that policy because they want to continue the military campaign. And by the way, like there are people within their government that I love, I have good relationships with. I hope, and I don't think that they're part of this. I mean, you know, the ambassador of Israel to the United States, I think is actually a really good guy. Obviously, he cares about Israel first. I care about America first.
Keep in mind, this guy is not to be trusted. One thing Nick did good on is exposing him for being a Peter Thiel plant. For those of you that don't know, Peter Thiel, he consistently goes to different universities and publicly talks about the Antichrist agenda, and he's gay, multi-millionaire, really, really sus guy. But yeah, this is all just theater. Someone in the comments said it really well. He's literally just trying to distance himself from the movement because he knows the popular consensus with the youth right now is criticizing the Chosen's. So he's just trying to set himself up for being based for the 2028 election. But Trump did the same exact thing. How many times are we going to fall for this? Is anyone falling for this? Seriously? You don't think that when he goes on Joe Rogan and he criticizes them that he didn't get approval ahead of time? Are we really going to pretend like this is just out of his free will and he's deciding to now talking about this? He's the vice president. He's the second most important man in America. Yeah, sure, buddy. Sure. As Putin said, when dealing with America, there are the men that come with the black suits and they tell the president how things happen.
But there are some people within their system we know beyond a shadow of a doubt who are manipulating and trying to...
IDF kills children. Thank you with the 5, bro.
Manipulating and trying to... who are manipulating and trying to change American public opinion to keep the war going on indefinitely. Again, not towards any objective, but just indefinitely. And again, with
Dude, Thomas Massie literally just lost an election because Israelis were influencing it. Putting tens of millions of dollars, record numbers, by the way, record numbers, into Thomas Massie's opponent, so he lost, despite Thomas Massie clearly being the favorite online. Not even close. Not even close. Let's see what else this goofball said.
On Iran.
People think he was Mossad. Well, most people think he was Mossad.
Talking about Epstein.
Yeah, Mossad or CIA or some other.
Yeah, Mossad or CIA, like the military that we're potentially going to be merging with. Yeah, he was potentially with them. Like, what, are we even living in reality anymore, bro? It's like they're just trying to see how much we're going to put up with at this point. It's felt like that ever since COVID, but especially nowadays. I mean, circuses at the White House, UFC cards. Obama wore a tan suit. I need you to think about this for a second. Obama wore a tan suit and it was on the news for a week. We have UFCs at the White House now and people are clapping.
State, whether in America or Israel or another country or both. You know, look, he clearly had connections to the highest levels of American intelligence. He clearly had connections to the highest levels of Israeli intelligence.
Well, most people think he was Mossad.
How do we just move past this? Like, how do we just...
I've even heard people say he was blackmailed into this.
Yeah.
Wait, who are they talking about?
By the Israeli.
Talking about Trump getting us into war. Okay.
I've even heard people say he was blackmailed into this.
Yeah.
By
a
the
lot of people
Israelis.
think that.
That's not true, dude. It's just not true. I've seen the decision making up close. Again, whether you agree or disagree with our negotiation, or whether you agree or disagree with the decision to launch the campaign Epic Fury to begin with, the idea that Donald Trump is being like blackmailed is crazy to me. Because again,
is it a crazy idea? Because it's not. It's really not a crazy idea. I mean, he's gone back on countless things that he said when running for president. People like Marco Rubio and his circle have admitted that we went to this war on behalf of Israel. I mean, is it that crazy to say?
I see the way that he makes decisions. I see the way that he processes this stuff. Like the idea that he picks up the phone with anybody and says, hey, like I'm going to take orders from you. No, that's just not how Donald Trump operates. I've even heard people say he was black.
The only people falling for this are Southerners with two teeth. I mean, actually, sadly, that's not even true, man. I wish I could say that's true, but it's really not. The boomers are dumb. The boomers are prime proof that it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks. Like the Muslims that are awake, the reason you guys are awake, the older generation, is because you've been awake for years. Dude, trying to talk to like parents or uncles and aunts about this stuff, about how Trump is controlled, I remember I had an argument with a family member about how Trump and Kamala, it's just a circus. It's a clown show, and I don't want to vote. Like I don't care who wins. It doesn't even matter. Like, well, no, Trump's fighting for free speech. Like, really, dude? You still think that in the Big 26? And people in the political space pushing this commentary about left and right and black and white and Christian and Muslim, it's so easy nowadays to tell who's a Fed, who's an op. Because why are we talking about that? What is the point of mentioning left and right when we know CNN, Fox, both cabinets, like they're all controlled by the same group of people, and we all know who they are. But it seems like we're consistently straying away from that. And Nick Fuentes was a big part of causing that division. He could have easily been a unifying figure. There was no need to beef with absolutely everyone in the space, but that's what he did. Mad sus, bro.
Whether in America or Israel or another country or both. Look, he clearly had connections to the highest levels of American intelligence. He clearly had connections to the highest levels of Israeli intelligence.
It's just so ridiculous, bro. It's so ridiculous. There was another clip too. There's one more clip. Let me pull it up.
There was a time.
JD Vance tells Joe Rogan that American influencers are being paid by a former Trump campaign person funded by elements inside the Israeli government to attack him personally over the Iran deal.
There was a Time story that came out yesterday that basically there are certain influencers in America who are being paid in order to attack the deal. I think some of it's just pure political ideology, right? It's foreign policy perspectives that are much different from mine. They think that America should that we can basically, you can wave a magic wand with the military and accomplish whatever you want. And, it's not that simple. You actually have to have a very clear objective. Military power can accomplish a clear objective, but you've got to have that clear objective. You can't just say, we're going to bomb until something good happens. That never works. The United States has tried that before.
It just feels like theater.
So I think it's a combination of things, but I definitely think you have seen this very discreet, extremely well-funded campaign to try to derail the negotiation and try to derail the deal. And, there's this Time article that came out yesterday. A friend sent it to me. It's like worth reading because it lists a bunch of people who have quite literally been paid.
Yo, what do you mean I'm getting happy poop gifts? What is this new YouTube edition? I'm getting happy poop gifts sent to me? What is a happy poop gift, Falcon? Is this money? Are you sending me money? What is a happy poop gift, bro? The daughters of Trump converted to Judaism. He don't need to be blackmailed. He's part of them now. Yeah, obviously.
By a former Trump campaign person who was himself paid by certain elements within the Israeli.
Could you just imagine if Trump's daughter converted to Islam? Could you imagine if one politician went and kissed the Kaaba? Just one. The media would never let go of that. They would never let it go.
And those people are attacking me viciously for quite literally trying to accomplish the negotiation objective that the president set for the country. So
what is their position? Like, are they attacking you how?
Oh, it's social media posts. It's either they're leaking to reporters. They're attacking me obsessively, saying that we should not be negotiating with Iran. We should just keep the military campaign going indefinitely. And that is their explicit position. And coming after me saying that, people have come after me and say that I'm influenced by Qatar, that I'm influenced by foreign governments, that, I take my marching orders from Tucker Carlson. And there's just so much bullshit out there when what I'm actually trying to do is accomplish what the President of the United States told me to accomplish.
Also, you saw who he's married to. They hate Muslims so much. J.D. Vance's wife, Usha Vance. This is who he's married to. She's Hindu, bro. Is Usha Vance an immigrant? Don't even tell me, bro. She's the daughter of Indian immigrants. Is Donald J. Trump's wife an immigrant? Yes, Melania Trump is an immigrant. She was born in Slovenia. Is Donald Trump's dad an immigrant? His grandparents were German immigrants, and his mother was an immigrant from Scotland. There's no point of even finishing this clip. If anything that you take away from this video, it's don't fall for it. This is so obviously controlled propaganda, like they always do. This is the millionth time. He 100% got a phone call. You're allowed to talk about this now. Okay. Thank you. And make sure, JD Vance, when you go on the Joe Rogan podcast, you mention some of the silly conspiracy theories. You take your orders from Tucker Carlson. Mention the stupid ones. Because then when you mix in the stupid ones with the real ones, people, they just say it's crazy. More like only right. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. And then Ben Shapiro attacked him.
Here's what I would not like. A Republican who sounds like a Democrat. I don't want a socialistic big government. I don't want economic policies that could come straight from Bernie Sanders. I don't want a foreign policy that sounds like Ro Khanna or a conspiratorial view of the American meritocracy that reads like Zohran Mamdani. I don't think if a Republican takes those positions,
it sounds like he has balls in his throat. It literally sounds like he has balls stuck in his throat.
He's likely to win either. So why am I worried about that? Well, because yesterday I watched Vice President J.D. Vance on Joe Rogan's show. Let's just say I have some concerns. I'll explain in a moment. This is the Ben Shapiro Show. Joe Rogan's show. And as always, the VP is charming and he's articulate. I've met him. The vice president is a very nice person. He's genial. He's funny. Obviously super talented. You don't end up vice president of the United States in your early 40s without being a very talented person. Usha, his wife, is a delightful person. But now it's time to get down to brass tacks. Would we like a Republican Party that is essentially a horseshoe Democratic Party? I'm asking because that's kind of what the VP sounded like on Joe Rogan. I'm not sure what he's doing. Now, listen, I want the Democrats to lose, not because I don't share their jersey, but because I do not share their fundamental principles. So I'm looking to support candidates who, number one, actually oppose Democratic policies, and two,
what even are Republican conservative values? Every single Republican conservative influencer politician, they have the craziest, most absurd skeletons in their closet. I told you guys way ahead of time about Sarah Stock cheating on her husband, about Amy Danger-O, threesomes, getting married, kissing the I've known about this stuff for years, and there's even more that I don't talk about. Only reason I mention those is because they're already public now. It's ridiculous, bro. It's like when Osama Sadiq, he said this in his comedy special. He's like, when a Republican gets caught, one of these politicians gets caught in a big scandal, It's never just like he kissed a dude or he held hands. It's always like 12 guys in the back of a Buc-ee's. It's never something normal. Just like a weird sin. Oh, he cheated on his wife. Can we go back to when a scandal was just like cheating on his wife? You know what I mean? Like, just kidding. But that was a massive deal. Now it's like whatever. Ay, 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 bro. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, and check this one out. The White House posted the truth about the government with COVID. The White House posted the truth about COVID. Oh, they're telling us the truth now. Lab leak. The true origins of COVID-19. The proximal origin of SARS-CoV-2 publication, which was used repeatedly by public health officials and the media to discredit the lab leak theory, was prompted by Dr. Fauci to push the preferred narrative that COVID-19 originated naturally. The virus possesses a biological characteristic that is not found in nature. What about the vaccine being DNA changing? We're going to talk about that. You supported it, Trump, acting like you're this big truth seeker, leaking the lab. Like, what really happened? One, we should still not trust you, even if what you say is true. Shouldn't trust you. And you supported pushing the vax. A typical vaccine, ask a doctor this. I did a little bit of research. I'm not a scholar in this field, but a typical vaccine is giving you a little bit of the actual virus so that you build up a natural antibody for it. So when you face it in the real world, you already have the chemical, not the chemicals. You have the ability to fight off that disease. The white blood cells, right? Aren't the white blood cells the ones that fight it? With the vaccine that they made for COVID, it was mRNA. It was a fake antibody. Rather than giving you a little bit of COVID, it was a fake antibody, which is DNA altering. Nobody's gone to jail for what happened. People made billions of dollars off of COVID. I haven't seen a single person be held accountable for what happened. Not one. Data shows that all COVID-19 cases stem from a single introduction into humans. This runs contrary to previous pandemics where there were multiple spillover events. Wuhan is home to China's foremost SARS research lab, which has a history of conducting gain-of-function research. Wuhan Institute of Virology researchers were sick with COVID-like symptoms in the fall of 2019. By nearly all measures of science, if there was evidence of a natural origin, it would have already been surfaced. Dude, they lied to us nonstop. Until I see people thrown in jail and some real accountability for this, I'm like, don't start clapping. Don't start clapping. They lied to us nonstop. I mean, remember when they initially said, for any of you that paid attention and were a little bit conscious during COVID, I was 17. I remember this stuff. Initially, they said that the vaccine was to stop the spread. You're taking it so when you go home, your grandma doesn't get it. Just like that. Then, once that came out as a lie, they started saying, oh no, what it does is it minimizes the symptoms. It minimizes it. So if you get caught with it, it's less bad. Okay, so then why are we giving it to kids? Why are we giving it to young adults who have no issue with getting COVID? To them, it's like a bad cold. Why force the vaccine on them? You ain't going to see them in jail. There's a reason Judgment Day will happen. That's a good comment. It's true. A lot of the people in this world aren't facing justice. They're not. You guys want to see something ridiculous from COVID? You want me to remind you? Let me pull it up. I'll drop it in the Discord right now. And I recommend you guys start doing this. I made this folder in my phone called Retardation. This is from arguably the dumbest era in American history. Let me just drop a few of these. Not even all of them. Give me like 1 minute and you guys are going to see. 1 second, guys. Almost done. Almost done. Here, let me just share these for now. So ridiculous. COVID, I was 14, wasn't aware of things as now, but still knew I ain't taking vaccine because only God knows what they put in there. I can only upload 10 files at a time, bro. Oh my gosh. One second. Dude, I could literally drop this entire thing and just go through it one by one. It's the stupidest things in the world. All right, let me drop these one at a time. Guys, 1 minute. You're gonna love this. You're not even gonna believe this is like history, bro. And my phone, I have history. Drop it in general. 1 second, guys. Who's at my front door? Oh. I might have to let people in. 1 second. This is all part of the same segment. Dude. Insane. Even just looking at this, bro. Almost done. Almost done. Guys, we're going into history right now. Oh my gosh, can these people open the door properly? There's so much I saved. Please, if you ever see us going through an insane era of humanity, save this stuff and print it out for the future. Oh my gosh, bro. You got it? All right, I'm wrapping up stream. I'll be down in a bit. I'm cooking, bro. I'm yelling right now. Oh, I'm almost done. Let me see. Almost done, guys. Almost. Oh my gosh, this is even crazier than I ever thought. This is even more insane. Dude. I can't, thank God I saved this. Dude, for those of you that just tuned in, during the COVID era, I screenshotted all the ridiculous stuff that was going on in the world and people were posting. Thank God I did. I knew it was nonsense. Okay, that's good enough. All right, back to it. Pardon my French. But you're an asshole. Asshole. Anyone seen Ferris Bueller? Pardon my French. But you're an asshole. Asshole. All right. Ready? We're in the archives, baby. We're in the history books. This is from the 2020 to 2021 era. Sorry for doxing you. This is a kid from my high school. Big deal. What are you going to do? Bro, let's just go through them one by one. You're going to die laughing. Why are we talking about COVID? Because the government is trying to pretend like they're on our side and they're leaking what happened during COVID. That's why we're covering this. Dude, everyone was so duped by it. For those of you that don't remember, and maybe some of you that are outside of America and it wasn't as bad, it was like a social justice thing. It became a moral thing of wearing a mask. If you didn't wear a mask, you were seen as shaitan back then. This is just a few of the ridiculous things that I saw in the dumbest era of American history. For any of you that were alive during 2020 to 2021, you should remember it. And hopefully you weren't one of the people that fell for it. But if you did, lock in, please, and don't fall for it again. You're not pro-life if you don't support LGBTQ rights, racial equity, and universal healthcare and housing. You're pro-birth. That's it. Wait, like what am I looking at here? This is normal white American girls posting this stuff. Every single one from my hometown was all on the same page. Every single one. Were you a Muslim in this era? No, I wasn't. And I still knew it was nonsense. Black lives matter, even if they do resist arrest. Black lives matter, even if they did commit a crime. Black lives matter, even if they disrespect the cop. Black lives do not matter conditionally. Black lives matter, period. All of them. I could yap about that for hours in itself. How basically every single case for Black Lives Matter was ridiculous. It was like there was a case where CBS or one of these major news stations, allegedly, there was a video of a kid running down the alleyway with a gun after firing it, and the news edited the gun out of his hand. And that's why the cops shot him. There was so many instances like that. This is an alert I got on my phone. Mass government alert. COVID-19 is a serious threat in Chelsea. Wear a mask. Wash your hands. Keep your distance. Do not share food, drink utensils. Feel sick, stay home. Get a free COVID test. Stop gathering with family and friends. Protect you and your loved ones. Stay at home advisory. Governor Charlie Baker sets curfew. Requires businesses to close by 9:30 p.m. The amount of people that I know that lost millions, not tens, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Good, honest people, by the way. These are the ones that are the backbone of America, with businesses that people use on a daily basis. Not the ones that are just making billions from charging for vaccines, which plenty of people did with COVID. Not the ones who are making billions of dollars a year on autopilot from interest and riba. Not those people. No, the ones that run restaurants. The ones that run sports clinics, gyms. They're the ones that took the biggest hit. Dude, this isn't even the bad stuff yet. TikTok, 60,000 likes. Me on my way to have unprotected sex so I can get an abortion before Justice Amy takes away my rights. And I stopped keeping track before the election, bro. I think this was peak stupidity. Was like 2020, 21. Why do you think I made my first 7 figures in this era in 2021? This was like everyone was just, their brains were in the toilet. Literally. Why you should display your pronouns. Wallahi. Every single girl from the school that I went to, Boston Latin School, from 7th to 9th grade, put their pronouns in their bio. This is one of the best schools in America that I went to, statistically. What is Boston Latin School ranked? Number 1 Massachusetts, number 1 in New England, and 46 nationally. Do you know what they taught us at school? I remember being taught that trans people are banned from having kids. It's not biological. If a guy cuts off his P. Shadell, it's not biological that he can't have a baby in him. It's because of Trump. I swear, when Trump won in 2016, you were able to skip class and go rub therapy dogs. I was roasting liberals all of high school. So me and my friends, when Trump won, we came in doing the Trump train. We put our hands on each other's shoulders. Trump train! Just like that. I got thrown in detention. This is where we're going. And trust me, bro, trust me. When the pendulum swings back the other way, woo, it's going to make this look like a joke. It's going to make this look like a joke. If you support Donald Trump, you also support xenophobia, racism, homophobia, misogyny, sexual assault, ignorance, and fascism. Yeah. This is my high school.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Absolute clown show, bro. It was such a clown show. So stupid. Some yapping about Trump. Biden COVID advisor. By the way, November 11th. November 11th. This is like 7 months after the initial lockdown in March. Almost a year later. Biden COVID advisor says U.S. lockdown of 4 to 6 weeks could control pandemic and revive economy. Biden COVID-19 advisor suggests potential lockdown lasting over a month. I even posted about it. I was joking. Biden promises nationwide mask mandate and woman mandate because it was just so stupid with the liberal stuff. And even like, dude, normal like white American guys, I don't get what's wrong with the mask. How is a mask a joke? If we all wore them, this virus would not exist. Dude, the masks people wore don't do anything to stop viruses. They did barely anything. Look it up yourself. Is this as interesting to you guys as it is to me? I'm glad I screenshotted this American history. Because I'm not going to forget what they did to us, bro. What they did to all my friends that lost their businesses. Locked people in their homes. I know people that couldn't even see their dying family members because they weren't allowed in the hospital. Don't forget about this, too. Don't even forget about this. Nancy Pelosi putting laws forward. Putting laws forward. You are champion. Are you kidding me? CNN, 2 minutes of ads? Is this a joke?
Blowouts, die jobs, and...
Watch, and then they're going to copyright me. Like, they're just scumbags, bro. They're such scumbags.
After the stroke.
Yeah, sorry, you watched 3 seconds of our clip. Yeah, your entire stream is demonetized now. Here, I'll play the ads and I'll come back to it. 2 minutes of ads to look at something on CNN. Wow, that's America. This is some other ridiculous stuff that they showed the woman. Things not to be ashamed of. Wanking. STDs. Getting rejected. Living with your parents. Changing your mind. One night stands. This is like if Shaitan made a coloring book. Your gender identity, taking drugs, different size boobs, getting drunk, having sex, bad tattoos, cosmetic surgery, not washing every day. What are we like? This is insane, bro. This is insane. And we put up with this. And then we wonder why American women are garbage to marry nowadays. Being a virgin. Notice how she's wearing a hijab in the bottom left? That's funny. Menopause, moles, farting, believing in astrology, not having kids. Ordering multiple drinks, body hair. Ugh, it's just like... This is the COVID era. This is the COVID era, bro. Never forget. Never forget. The data shows that communities of color are most at risk for COVID. COVID is racist now. COVID was racist. This is why I get so emotional about the vaccine. This is why I get so pissed off when they're trying to paint the narrative. Trump's the good guy. He's leaking the truth. It's from China. There wasn't Israeli billionaires making more billions off of it. No. This affects our women, bro. This affected people's lives. There needs to be consequences. There has to be. The data shows that communities of color are most at risk for COVID. I mean, and then remember this, any post about COVID, make sure you know what Instagram says. And guess what? The government got exposed for backdooring Instagram and X, Twitter at the time, telling them they have to put these things on their platforms. Talking about gender transition. He was born a girl. Don't say it like that. He was assigned female at birth. When he was a girl, when he presented as female. I mean, dude, come on. PlayStation, we stand with the black community as the verdict has been reached in the George Floyd trial. This is a first step, but there's much more to be done. EA Sports. Together with Sony Group, Sony Interactive Entertainment will remain committed to addressing racial inequity and driving meaningful change. Whoo. You guys charge us $100, $200 a year to play online. Yapping to me about George Floyd. How about I can just play Fortnite without having to give you a subscription? You think about that? UMass, to promote a safe and healthy environment for the entire campus community like other campuses in the UMass system, UMass Dartmouth will require COVID-19 vaccinations before the start of the fall 2021 semester for all undergraduate and graduate students who wish to live, learn, or physically come to campus. Please remember, this stuff is never permanent. Until it is, of course, with the New World Order. But it's not permanent. You could have taken a semester off. You could have traveled, worked on an online business, studied on your own, done anything else. You didn't need to work your job. You didn't need to go to school that semester. There was ways around it. I had to get the vaccine. I had to. I needed it. I needed to get it. No, you didn't, bro. I just love that one. Explain to Allah on Judgment Day. When the Dajjal came, I had to worship him. I had to. I was going to lose my job. They wouldn't let me travel. I booked tickets to Greece. Clowns, bro. Clowns. It's been 1 year since George Floyd's passing. Imagine a city less crowded. Do your part. Get sterilized. Want to fight climate change? Have fewer children. They told us climate change in school. Boston Latin School. I'm calling you out. #1 school in Massachusetts. They told us to fight climate change. If we don't kill more cows because their farts are ruining the environment, if we don't kill the cows, then the earth is going to be a ball of water. Fully vaccinated people can stop wearing masks. Bill Gates on how quickly we could see a coronavirus vaccine. Yeah, the same guy making fake meat. Yeah, let's listen to him. Dr. Fauci, double masking makes common sense and it's likely more effective. Yeah, put 3 masks on. I think 4 would even do the trick. I mean, dude. This is why I'm pissed. This is why I'm pissed. When are we going to see this? Epstein.gov. Are we going to see this? We're going to see names redacted. We're going to see all the files like Donald Trump promised. No, we're not. It's all theater, bro. It's all theater. Focus on the things you can control. One of my favorite prayers before I accepted Islam, I would say this every night, is God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Put focus into what you can control. Your daily prayers. You're giving to charity, having an impact on the world, being active in your local community. Maybe do something with the youth. Spend some time with special needs people. Earlier today, I'm not tooting my own horn, I'm just saying what I did. I went to a janazah. The guy didn't have much family there. There's wisdom to take away from all this too. You can even have selfish reasons. On top of doing it for the sake of pleasing God, your creator, you can even have selfish reasons for doing these things. I wanted to see what wisdom could I get out of going to my first burial. Not just the janazah, I went to the burial too. Drove 40 minutes there and back. It was a great reminder. Amazing reminder. I was feeling tired all day. All day, my energy. I've been having energy crashes. Maybe it's I didn't drink coffee. Instantly, bro. Instantly seeing that guy go in the ground and being covered in dirt. That energy crash went away, bro. Right away. We don't have much time here. We really don't. You can stack up on money or you can stack up on deeds. I think I know which one I want. It's pretty obvious what the logical answer is. That's the currency that lasts forever. Even if these people don't get justice, which they probably won't. The poor people I know that couldn't see their grandmother dying, they're going to get justice one day. Anyways, bro. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the smash button. And that's all I got in this one, bro. Don't forget. And another actionable, keep track of the stuff that goes on, especially with Palestine. Shout out all of you guys that have been keeping track and organizing it. Put it onto SD cards too. Don't even keep it on your phone. Because eventually there could easily be a great reset with all these data centers and everything. Oh, it's in my Snapchat. It's in my hidden Snapchat. My nudes are safe. Yeah. Yeah, they're real safe there, dude. They're real safe. You and your P-Shadell and your Snapchat private, it's safe as a lock. A $10 million safe. Anyways, I'll be live again tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the smash button. I like what you do for the most part, but the fact you try to compare... I like what you do for the most part, but the fact you try to compare people feeling the need to get the COVID vax to falling for the 𝐤𝐤 is hilarious and wrong. Yeah. Falling for the COVID vaccine was kindergarten. It was kindergarten. Literally. What is 𝐒𝐈𝐶 doing?
What was that sound? It was coming from Safa Hill. People rushed out, curious to see.
I'll do more streams like this too. I like that 𝐒𝐈𝐶 does like the
A large crowd gathered. There were people from
IQ maxing stuff.
But what was so important that it brought so many people together? What did this call mean? It was a kind of emergency signal. Happened. There was urgent news. When they gathered, they saw that it was Rasulullah.
What do you guys think of today's stream? Started out a bit slow with the issues, but I have family that just came over. I gotta go say what's up to them. It's 9:30. I'll be back tomorrow. One to 10. How'd you guys like the stream? I thought it was pretty good overall. It's not always fire streams. No, it's not. Sometimes the streams suck. We'll be more consistent, man. It's not easy, bro. Being consistent as a streamer, it's not easy. Trust me. Having to go live on camera, spit facts off the top of your head, come up with analogies, not say like, bro, be entertaining, make jokes, mix them all in, make a nice flow out of it, have stuff to cover, not want to kill yourself watching Neon and Clavicular all day. Yeah, it's good. Just keep it going. Do not end. You guys know I'd stream all day if I listen to you on if I should end or not. All day. I'm going to keep pushing it though. This was a 2.5 hour stream. Not too shabby. No, I appreciate all you guys for the support. Seriously. We got like 165. We have 200 people in total in here right now. No, I really appreciate you all. Whoa. Send our salams to Unc. I will. 24-hour stream when? My brother, I have a life, man. I have a life. I like doing things. I like going to the gym. I like spending time with loved ones. We're around the same age, so it's easy to relate to you. Yeah, dude, that's what I try not to be someone I'm not. I don't try to be an expert on everything. I'm not. I speak from personal experience. And if you're looking to get into content, that's easily the most important thing. You can sniff authenticity from people. And if they're being fake or not. It's like an energy transfer through the screen. You can tell. Almost as if I was sitting right next to you, talking to you. I guess someone made a expose video on the companions. I just saw this. I'm a companion. Like all the comments. I don't sell a course. I'm a companion and I'm not disappointed. I'm a companion as well. I've been a companion for months now. It's not a scam. They haven't let me down. Do you guys know where the money goes for the companions? It literally goes to this operation. It goes to equipment. It goes to staff, to Al. Me and Beck both have individual short form editors. We have a long form editor. We have 100+ clippers. If you don't have money, I literally give you a job opportunity. Like if you don't make money right now, you can click the link in the description and I'll pay you to clip. I built a system for people around the world to make money online. It's made life-changing money for a lot of people. I get so many messages about it. Let me just go through a few. Like, you want to see it? Hold up. Because it's just insulting, bro. Look at, let me just go through the wins real quick. These are just a few of the wins. 1 million views, 300,000 views, 100,000 views, 20,000 followers. Okay, now let me go through some of the payouts. This is just for the clippers, right? 5K bonus, $100, $100, $250, $250, $100, $250, $540, $690, $100, $250. This is all within the last month. $250, $240, $250, $150. Like, dude, there's so many clippers. Like, the money goes to the operation that we're running. Let me show you how much we make on YouTube. Genius. Let's see it. I'm not even going to bother watching his video. I'll watch it later. But like, I'm just going to show you guys. Like, there's nothing to hide with the companions. I didn't even see this video till just now. What was I looking for? Dude, look how much, $3,000 in the last month. That doesn't even cover a quarter of the staff expenses. Doesn't even cover a fifth of the staff expenses that we have. What are you talking about, bro? Dude, I can't even look at the comments. Companion myself and have had help in my company through another companion. In 1 month, I had a value of around 20K. So not sure what grift you're talking about. If you pay and go to sleep, yes, that money's not spent well. Yeah, correct. If you join the companions and then you do absolutely nothing, it's a waste of money. You're paying to join a group. You're paying for access to us, to our connections. You have to put work in. Like, that's anything else. Sorry to burst your bubble. They're not scammers. I've been a part of the group for the last 6 months. It's been a beautiful journey and both brothers are true to their promises. Dude, I didn't even tell the companions to post this. Wallahi, I didn't even see this. Exactly what Sonny and Beck do. And what we help with here is dismantle disordered narratives with civility, rational logic, and unity. Money just helps spread dawah. The Ummah will never grow without donations. Everything has a cost, and Muslims have to unite financially and make it go further. It's not haram to sell a service or a product, whether it's for entertainment or otherwise. We need good leaders to harness the financial power we hold. If it's not worth buying, don't buy it. Dude, we under-promise and over-deliver with the group too. Like, it's way better and cooler inside than what we say publicly. Let me show you the app. I'll just tell you a few stories from inside the companions, right? We built an entire app, right? Where do you think we got the developer from that we're now partnered with on this journey? From inside of the companions. I didn't post an Instagram story to hire someone. Do you have to pay to be a clipper? No, I pay you to be a clipper. I'm telling you where the money goes for this. Beck went on like 10 podcasts in the last 2 months. He spent tens of thousands of dollars going on these. Like, where's this money? Like, dude, what are you guys talking about, bro? Look it. You can see the I'm going to get a screen soon so I can show my phone. This is the map of where we have companions. All over the world. It's not even loading. Bro, the green, dude. It's the green that's messing it up right now. Load. Oh, I guess he made a change in the app where it just shows a number. Bro, you can see where people are all around the world. It looks kind of whack on this right now. Yo, editor, pop up a screen recording of it instead so you can see how cool it looks. So if you're traveling somewhere, you want to know where to go, where to stay, you want people to meet, people that are vetted, trusted, you both know why you guys joined, you can go to that chat for the state or the country and meet those people. We're building an AI so that like you have to make a profile inside of the companions, right? Like it's still in development. It's like, we've been very open about that. But you have your own unique profile. Let me show you. So you have your own profile, and this is going to look way cooler soon too. So you put it in. We have a custom AI. So then soon, let's say you're in a similar field to someone, or you run a business and you need a developer, you need someone else in a different field. You can hire them. And if you're someone looking to get hired, you can get hired. And people have already been doing that, like separate from the AI that we're building. Do you have to be a companion to be a clipper? No. No. We have different charitable projects that we're working on. We already built a masjid and a well in Africa. And a sister, that's another story. A sister handled that. All the operations for the masjid, the sister did herself, bro. She communicated with the verified charity. I think it's like MATW or one of those. I forget the exact lettering. Dude, she coordinated all the logistics. She built the website. She helped organize the money. All me and Beck did was post. Like, she did most of the work. And that was a companion doing that. Like, when we come together, we actually get stuff done. But this is the state of the Ummah, bro. People want to make attack videos. And companions themselves, have you seen one video from someone inside of the companions complaining about it? One? $800 can enroll you in an introductory Islamic course in fiqh or Arabic, or you could buy books for the heart. Dude, if it's your last $800, I'm not saying join the companions. It's priced that way for a reason, dude. That's why the group is actually good quality. It's part of it. And then also, even after you pay, you have to take an oath. And then there's more filtration inside of the group. So not only you have to pay, then take an oath to even get access to anything inside of the app. Then you level up. So I just built the whole infrastructure for this. It's being implemented. I took actionables that actually help the Ummah, built them into an XP system in the app. So when you do things like meet other companions in person, leave a review on someone's business, go to someone's business, when you help out and spend time with the revert, spend time with the youth in your community, you level up in the group. When you join more calls, when you go to more meetups, if you meet me and Beck specifically, you get a certain role on your account that we vouched for you. You're going to be able to tap phones with other companions, and it's going to show in the app that you guys met. So you're going to rank up in that way. And then if you meet another companion, if you're planning to meet another companion, you're going to see the mutuals. Oh, he met him, and him. Dude, it's an awesome app, bro. And it still has a long way to go, and we're not done building it. We record all the video calls. We bring guest speakers on all the time. Like, I just don't even know. Like, it's people that don't join that complain about it. And I'm going to be honest, the presentation's trash. Like, that's one of me and Beck's arguments, is that we haven't updated the slideshow because we're busy working on other stuff. I'm being dead serious right now. Like, that's something that we argued over earlier today, was about the slides, because they're not updated. Like, it's so silly. Nope, female companion here. I was blessed with a wonderful local Muslim community, as were many others here. But the companions inspired me and others with a bigger vision to help build that same spirit of trust and companionship around the globe, inshallah. Brother Sonny and Beck are building something big, and it's all for the sake of pleasing God and establishing a just, worthy network to benefit the Ummah. A scam is doing something and not fulfilling on our promises. We're doing above and beyond, bro. When we launched the companions, it was hosted on Discord. And we said in the first presentation, you're the first people joining. We have a lot of building to do. Please answer, did you and Unc go to Chicago already? Unc went. I couldn't go. I had something come up. Warner is one of the, please correct me if I'm wrong, but Warner is one of the few that has been self-financing his dawah from years back. Dude, yeah, the Warner has, but the Warner also, like, he doesn't have a billion clippers and a whole staff team. And he still also takes donations for the Qurans as well. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like, do something. Like that's our point. Is like, do something, bro. Other than just attack people trying to do. Like, do we need another Muslim prayer app? Is that what we need? That's all I get pitched that every single day. Brother, I'm launching an app where you can see where the Qibla is. Like, we need to go into real industries, have actual change, keep money within the community. It's so embarrassing to see this, honestly. You have provided zero evidence on why it's a scam. As a part of the group, I can say the money has been well spent on joining it. The Companions is not a scam. They are doing good things and have already contributed so many things for the Ummah, such as building wells, masjids, and lots of good business being conducted. There's even channels dedicated to Quran. You are merely uneducated on this, and I wonder what your motive is. Yeah, like, it's a really cool space for people to host calls too. Like earlier today, a brother hosted a call who's viral on X about how to grow on X, to have more influence there. Other people host calls teaching you about different things about Islam, about business stuff. So if you join the Companions and you're an expert in a field, you can apply to be an expert. I mean, that's the role. I don't know why I'm doing air quotes. You can an expert in that field, and then you can start hosting calls, teaching other people that skill. And then we bring on our cool guests too. So me and Beck host weekly calls, so you get access to us. You can pitch us directly on stuff. Dude, all the members, this is really sweet to see, man. I've been a member since their first call, and I'm glad I joined. The quality of people we have in the community is something you can't put a price on. It's bad Islamically to accuse people of things when you don't have proof. Dude, like... Why don't these people just get jobs like everyone else and do dawah during the spare time? These people want to do nothing, honestly. They just want to do absolutely nothing. Meanwhile, like, Beck says this. This is a good point he makes. He just says it a lot. But it's like when they start rounding people up, they're coming after you guys. I'm white. He's white. Like, we're trying to fight propaganda here. That's the only reason I even turn on the stream, is to fight propaganda. That's all I talk about. That's what I study. I'm trying to have a positive influence in the world, even with this business. And why would I separate my time? There's something called the shiny object syndrome, where your focus is split in so many different areas and you're always bouncing from thing to thing. Dude, work a job. Like, I'm going to work a regular job and then just like stream on the side. Why not just have everything together and try to actually unite people too? That's unfortunate, bro, honestly. That's really unfortunate. If you guys want to make a Companions for free, go make a free Facebook group. Go make an app on your own and make it free, and that's going to be the best app ever. Go meet other people in person that signed up for the Facebook group for free. That's genius. Like, that's going to be the best group in the world. Stoic Muhajid, thank you for the gifted sub. You're taking sacrifices a lot of people are afraid or too lazy to take. Yeah, no, I'm so grateful that my relationship with family is never going to be the same. Go look at my family's social medias, bro, and see what I'm dealing with. I've never even talked about that. Go look. You'll laugh. Don't say anything. Don't comment about it. Go take a look. All the connections, years of building connections down the drain. Because I'm a white guy accepting Islam. It's different than if you're born Muslim. I'm telling you this right now. A white guy accepting Islam destroys old connections. Compared to someone that's born Muslim. So there's pros and cons to everything, bro. Yeah, you're born Muslim, you're brown, there's cons to that. There's also pros that you don't deal with as a revert. Like, So whatever, bro. Don't join. Like it's like we're acting like we're putting a gun to people's heads. Everyone that joins likes it. We haven't had any bad reviews. We had to refund one person in the companions because it was a girl trying to marry me. Like, and she started going crazy when I didn't want to. All this person has ever done is attack Muslims. He's always doing things begging for impressions. Yeah, man. It's like, it's just mad cringy, bro. Is there anything I didn't cover? What's another story? There's multiple people doing business that have made tens of thousands on their businesses. So many people that have gotten hired. We went to a guy's baby party, whatever. He had a baby or something. What is it called? A baby shower. And he lives in my area. So me and Beck went to his house. He got hired by another companion as a software developer. So silly, bro. It's so silly. And even with the last few months of the business, like fully transparently, me nor Beck have even paid ourselves out. All the money's been going back into staff and expenses and clippers. Even like Beck was even another argument was we're spending too much on clippers. Stop with the clippers. Anyways, the link's in the description if you want to check it out. Look for yourself. The presentation is mid. We got to fix it, honestly. Like, that's my transparent opinion. It's not even a great presentation for what we've done so far. There's a document in the description explaining what we've done and what it is and what we're building and what it looks like when you join. We built like a whole path and journey, and it's only getting better as we continue to optimize the group and whatnot. But yeah, like, don't join if you can't afford it. And if you want to make some money, become a clipper. And we'll pay you. Anyways, that's it for me in this one. I didn't see that video, so I want to respond because we have nothing to hide. We have absolutely nothing to hide with the companions. Ali Dawa was just on a call 2 weeks ago. Talking to people. And it's so sad, man. It really is sad because it's like you have people like the Nelk boys who sell merch and they're open. These merch sales are what funds our work. What is their work? Gambling, OF, naked girls, drinking. We're like, yeah, we're trying to help the world. We're trying to destroy propaganda. We're trying to raise people's imans, bring new people to the faith, to the truth. Like, we're trying to do this. Oh, no, you guys are shaitan. Like, dude, just get out of here, man. It's so silly. Huh. And then he has ads on his videos. If you don't need money, turn off ads on your videos. As someone... I can't believe that I watched this entire slop video. You have zero proof of anything. You've clearly done zero research. If anything, this video is a grift. Dude, I've paid for multiple groups. Even, bro, if you're not in a group, you're missing out, straight up. If it's the companions or another one. I'm in multiple. There's this guy, Sean Kelly. You might have seen us on his podcast. Everyone that goes on his podcast, he puts in a group chat together. And then it's filtered by different things. Business announcements, locations, net worth. Dude, I go to that group chat sometimes when I need something. I was even in the war room. I was even in the Tate's war room. And through the war room, I became friends with 𝐒𝐨𝐳's manager, who then got me as a coach in 𝐒𝐨𝐳's creativity kit at the time. And then I became friends with 𝐒𝐈𝐶 because of that. So it was worth it. Like, I've never invested into myself, no matter what it was, and it wasn't worth it. Every single time it was worth it. So, yeah, I mean, I guess that's me responding to the accusations of the companions. God forbid people try to bring others together. And if you can think of a better way to filter people without charging, yeah, let's make it $20 a month. Let's make it free. It's going to be the best group in the world. Like, just use your brain. If you get it, you get it. I don't even need to explain this to most people. And if you don't have the money, don't join. And I even built an opportunity for you to learn a skill for free. You don't have to pay to become a clipper. You get access to 5 coaching calls a week, tons of video courses, resources for free, and I give you job opportunities. That's it from us in this one, bro. That's it for me in this sad state we're in right now. Yeah, let's keep attacking each other. It's genius. It's working out great. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the smash button. If you want more info on the companions, click the link below to check it out. You are reacting rather than responding. I'm responding rather than reacting, actually. But what do I gotta watch him say, bro? Like I said, the presentation's not good. Honestly, it's not a good presentation. Come see. There's a call in a couple days. On August 1st, there's a call. Sonny, can you clip for free, like without payment? Everyone that clips gets paid, bro. If you hit certain milestones, if you win contests, you get on salary and we pay you. So it's just like part of the system. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching the stream. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the smash button. W stream today. It was great talking to everybody. And yeah, that's it for me in this one. I'm going to go spend some time with family. I'm going to eat some food. And yeah, shout out everyone for joining. We'll be back tomorrow, inshallah. When I say I'm coming back tomorrow too, I mean it. It's just stuff keeps coming up. A friend of mine went through some terrible things the other day. I had to help him out all day. I'm stabbing. All right. I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Peace.